We're live. We're live. We're one of the key. It's Man City versus Young Boys. This is gonna be a good match. This should be a really good matchup right here. Man City, I think they should take this one quite easily, but however, it's the Champions League. You know how the Champions League works. Anything can happen on any day, any given day. Anything can happen. I think Manchester City should be able to handle business here. I think Manchester City should be able to handle business quite easily. Rebel, Rebel, Rebel. I have to get the team. Let me just check here. Just everybody over there on everybody on um, if this is going. All the Man City fans. I'm sure it's Man City, the young City, all Man City. Man City fans tonight. This should be a whole Man City fan. Shout out to all the Man City fans. This should be oh, this should be a man's. This should be a Man City party, man. This should be a Man City party. Okay. This should be a Man City party. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to all the Man City fans over there on Facebook, man. We're just getting the stuff. We're just getting started. We're just getting revved up right now. I'm just trying to sort out some things here. Ah, just trying to sort out some things here. You see it? You zombie. Yeah, we're just gonna take this thing here. Yeah. So shout out to all the Man City fans over there on Facebook. Elizabeth, what's the score? What's your score prediction, Elizabeth? Who you have? Who do you guys predict winning this game? The game starts in less than 1 minute. Who you guys predict winning? What's the score line you guys predict for this game? What's the score line do you guys predict for this game? Let me know. Okay, I'm just setting this up on Facebook very quickly. All right, there we go. We should be good over there on Facebook now. What's your prediction, guys? Who do you have winning the game? Bless up, JD. Bless up. Just a try sort. Oh, Harati, the JD team up play tonight. I saw that you're live. Yeah, but just took a quick shower and said, why not? Can't you know that them can't go look on them all player that we never did know. JD, so I say, me just do a watch along, dealing with the kid at the moment. No problem, JD. Yeah, man. Pass through anytime you feel and if you need for rest tonight to me know the thing go. All right. It should be kick off soon. We need to get the game going. Should we get the game going? Yeah, Man City 3, Young Boys 0. Yeah, that Elizabeth, that looks like a good score line. Wow, JD says Man City. Wow, people. JD is saying, we Max City is saying Man City 5. He thinks that Man City will drop 5 today. That's a huge scoreline. I think that's a lot of goals. And it's Champions League, so I think that's a lot of goals, JD. I know all the Man City fans over there on Facebook, they're gonna be saying the score should be bigger than that, but let's see. Champions League games are always a bit close. I can't lie. Champions League games tend to be a little bit closer. Now I need to find the game. Now I need to find the game. Okay. Now I need to find the game. Should be right here. Man City. Here we go, people. Here we go. Yeah, the game. Young boys that started off the game pretty well here in the first half. Oh, what it is. Continue to start. Play cross in the box. Oh. Edison is a good goalkeeper. Edison just came out of his line and took that one easily. Let's see what we're saying in the comment section here. Exciting game. Big up yourself, Mr. United. What's your prediction on this one? What's your prediction on this one, Mr. United? Manchester United started off this game. This team is not a match for City. Yeah, I think Man City is a better quality team in this game, but I just always believe that Champions League sometimes the games can go in any direction because there is quality on both sides. Because their quality in their league, they're just not as good as Man City. Early Harden is just he's not fully fit. He's not fully fit for this game. Pep Guardiola wants to just be a bit cautious with him and just to see how he looks in game. We got Phil Foden on the right. Lewis on Lewis, can Lewis get it across? Kovacic in the box. Cross. Okay, wow. You can see now Man City's finally getting the wheels turning now. Man City starting to look like that's the thing with Pep Guardiola's teams. They don't take too long to get moving in the right direction. They want to just get at you. They don't keep playing around till you basically to have you stay in the game. Yeah, yeah. This team is a this Man City team is no joke, man. This Man City team is no joke. Promise you. Yes, Manchester City now starting to get a lot of ball possession here. I think this is how the night is gonna turn out. It looks like this is how the night is gonna be, man. It looks like this is how it's gonna be. Manchester City is gonna dominate ball possession throughout this game. Yeah, I think this is how the game is gonna be. Leipzig. Shout out to everybody over there on Facebook. We have how many people we have over here on Facebook? We got 80 people over there on Facebook. Drop your comment. Let me know your prediction, who you have winning this game. Manchester City is dominating the ball possession at this point. Oh, Lewis had an open chance there. Man City had a chance to take this the lead early on here, but Lewis was able to put that one in the back of the net. Great play here by Grealish. Ooh, Grealish is so composed as a footballer. I can't lie to you. Grealish is just so composed on the football, man. Yeah, yeah, Grealish is unbelievable when he's on the ball. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, wow. Man City is just dominating ball possession right now. Man City is just turning over the wheels right now. We have Phil Foden. I think Grealish and Phil Foden might be um, two of England's best players right now in football to be offline. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm back online, right? What do we have here? Oh, Phil Foden. Dangerous. Another dangerous attack here for Manchester City. They're just starting to prowl right now. They seem like they want to get that first. They want to get the opener. Too strong. But Foden is very involved in this first half of the game. Phil Foden is very involved in this first half of the game. Phil Foden is very involved in this first half of the game. I can't lie. He's been one of the more. He's been one of the more dominant players. Phil Foden and Jack Grealish. They're both. But Man City is just basically toying with young boys at this point. Holland getting into cross. Wow. Yeah, Manchester City is just too much right now. They're just too class. Yeah. Man City is just too class for this team. But it's still 1-1. Still 1-1. As you can see, some of the odds here on Bet360 is still 1-1. They said okay, over 3.5, under 3.5 here, 1.02. Okay, so they expect that there should be a lot of goals in this game. They're expecting a lot of goals in this game. They are expecting a lot of goals in this game. They are expecting a lot of goals in this one. Oh, I need to fix this. What is this audio called? I need to crack this audio. It's called trim audio. Can I search here? I need to adjust it. Yeah. Trim audio online. Just need to trim this audio. I don't like how it's sounding. I don't like how this audio is sounding. I can't upload anything here or choose file. Okay. Let's go ahead and trim. Audio. scrap this. I'm just gonna lower this. And we can do that. Just gonna trim AD. Yeah, we just have to sort out this thing here. And I don't like this one. There we go. Okay, Kovacic, is this a penalty? It's a it's a penalty. Nope. Oh no, it's not a penalty. He's saying it's a dive. Wait. Is this a penalty? No, it's not a penalty. Thought he was gonna. Nah. That's not. That would have been too cheap to get a penalty there. Couldn't give him a penalty there. That would have been too cheap. Because I think he cut cross the defender. And kind of just caught him there. Okay, let me see what it is on the edge. Don't think it's a penalty though. Don't think that one is a penalty. Are they taking a look at it? Oh, it's a free kick. It's a free kick outside the edge of the 18-yard box. We have 3 to 4 players standing over this one. Who's going to take this one? Oh, what a save. What a save. 2 brilliant saves by the goalkeeper there. Wow. Just adjusting some stuff today. Yeah. Should have had this stuff sorted out already, but long day at work. Okay, there we go. We should have enough there. Foden, Nunes, Manchester City. What a ball over to the left hand side to Jack Grealish. Oh, this should be another. Yeah, he was caught. He was caught on that one.
A lot of there's a lot of pressure on. Let me know, guys. It's they're gonna Jack Grealish. You think he I think he has maybe one more season at Manchester City. I think they're gonna move on from him pretty soon. You know, really good player though. Jack Grealish, really good player, but anybody fits into the Pep Guardiola system. Anybody Pep Guardiola needs, he just brings them in and they start clicking. But I do like Grealish. I like how he's calm on the football, very composed on the ball, doesn't rush the play too much. Seems like he's always in charge. Seems like he's always in charge of what he's doing. Not Foden. Yeah. Phil Foden has been playing very well. As he's been playing very well the last couple of weeks, and I think he brought this farm over from the EPL. Grealish is so composed on the ball. Oh, he gave it away. No, Young Boys is on the move. Oh, that was a great chance there for the for Young Boys to even get a shot on target. Just give the Manchester goalkeeper something to think about. Now we have Holland on the move for Man City going in the other direction. How old is Green? I don't know. You see, like maybe he seems like a player who's between 29 and 25, right? What do you think, Jack Grealish? Let me see. I think I can give you that very quickly. Give you that very quickly. He's 28, just like I thought. I thought he was between 25 years old and 20 and 29. So he's 28 years old. Yeah, I think he has like another season at Manchester City, and they're potentially gonna let him go. Oh, Foden is in the 18. Can he get it across? Lewis. Oh, Lewis just Lewis just missed out at that on that one. Yeah, Young Boys is gonna have their hands full today. Foden to Lewis. Oh, is this a penalty? It's a penalty. It's a penalty to City. Penalty. It's a penalty to Man City. Oh, I thought that wasn't a penalty, but the referee was wow. The referee was just he was very the referee was very precise. Like in his call, he didn't even wait. He just says penalty right away. They didn't even look at it. Oh, I think this is where it starts, people. I think this is where Man City just opens the floodgate now. And Holland is stepping up to take this one, and you know this is what he does. He just steps up and take these penalties, make them look easy. Shout out to everybody over there on Facebook, wherever you are. Are you in Africa, wherever, Asia, the Americas, Europe? Shout out everybody in Facebook. Let me know, drop flag. Let me know what country you're representing over there in Facebook, and let me know your game, your match prediction. How much goals do you think Man City will score in this one? It's 1-0. 1-0 to Man City. Penalty well taken by Hoyland. Penalty well taken. That was a well taken penalty there by Hoyland. So 1-0 for Man City early on in this game. It's fair to say now it's going to be a long night for the Young Boys. I think this is where it all starts and this is where it ends, actually. I think Man City is just going to start. Bless up yourself, know yourself. I think Man City is just going to start running away with it now. 1-0 Man City. Hoyland made that look very easy. I think JD again, they're saying he's predicting 5 in this game. Wow. You're really predicting 5, JD. You're really predicting 5 in this game. Uh, wow. It seems like the referees in the Champions League, they're more they it seems like they make their calls a bit more decisive, unlike the referees in the EPL, who the referees in the EPL seems like they depend on VAR a little bit too much, because the referee, as soon as the foul happened, he just pointed right to the spot and says penalty right away. He didn't even hesitate. He just said penalty. I think in the EPL they would have done like 3 or 4 checks to see how that would have turned out. But 1-0 Man City. That's where we are. After 24 minutes played, Man City just dominating ball possession. Nothing new. This is what we expected. This is what we expected. Nothing new here. Come on, got 6. Wow. You said Man City should. He's expecting 6. Oh, 6 goals. I don't think maybe 6. Well, maybe 5. Maybe 5. Not sure if they'll get 6. It's still a Champions League game. The quality of Manchester United is just so huge comparing to these other clubs. But Man City has so much money as well. Some of these clubs can't compete. Grealish in the 8th. Oh, can Grealish get this one across? Grealish taking on 2 players here. Uh, oh, oh. I like this winger right here for Young Boys. He has a lot of speed. I like how he took that and went down the wings with that one. The coach for Young Boys is looking like, what did I get myself into? But this is what you have to play the team like cross into the box. Young Boys seem like they're getting a little bit more of the ball now. They're getting a little bit more ball possession. But I think it's a matter of time before Manchester City basically score another and put the game out of reach. But in games like this, you don't want to just play around with your opponent too much. You want to kind of put them away early, because I believe in the Champions League, any team could hurt you. Any team could score on you in the Champions League. That's just my. Everybody on Facebook, hit the like button on the video. Everybody on YouTube, hit the like button on the video. Facebook, hit the like button and share on Facebook. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button and share the video over here on Facebook. Stones to Foden. Okay, brilliant pass by Foden. Move again. Can he get it? Goal kick. Young Boys. Brilliant build up there by Man City. He just played. Oh Man City can just snap from defense to offense in seconds. You can see why they're so hard to beat. The way Man City just attacks so quick. They just change the pace, and I think will let me know if you think Man City will win the Champions League. Let me know if you think Man City will win the Champions League this season. It's gonna be a. There's a lot of good teams out there. I don't think Man City will repeat um, winning the Champions League without De Bruyne. I think without De Bruyne, I think when it gets tougher in the next round, I can't see them winning the Champions League. Can't see Man City winning the Champions League, to be honest. It's gonna be a little bit too tough for them. It's gonna be a little bit too tough for them to win the Champions League. Yeah, they are favorites, but it's gonna be tough. Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough for them to win the because I think a lot. I think they kind of got exposed by Arsenal in the EPL. Well, the team will try to adopt what Arsenal did in that game to beat Man City. Even though that was a close game, I don't think Arsenal really beat Man City convincingly. But I think the Champions League is way much tougher than the EPL. So I do expect. I don't expect them to win the Champions League this time around. Don't expect them to win the Champions League this time around. Free kick. Oh wow. Eric Soil, big up yourself. Okay. One more not today. Oh, Grealish is playing really well down that left hand side. He's just a menace to teams down that left hand side, and then you have Phil Foden on the right. I think those two together gives the wing backs a lot to think about when they're going forward because they're both good on the football, great ball handlers. I still think Young Boys has enough weapons to at least get a goal. Not saying that they're gonna be competitive in this game. I think they do have what it takes to get a goal. Oh, brilliant defending there by Ruben Diaz. That was a brilliant tackle there. Brilliant tackle by. Share and like the video over there on Facebook, wherever you are in Africa, Asia, Europe, wherever you are. Share the video. Remember to follow. Remember to follow for more Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. We'll be doing the watch along for all the top games this season. So remember to share, like the video over there on Facebook. Oh, that was a hard tackle on Kyle Walker. Wow, Man City on a, let me know your prediction in the comment section. Let me know your prediction. How much you think this game will end? JD thinks it's 5. I think this game might be a bit closer than a lot of people think. I think this game might be a 2-1 game. I think Man City might win this because the Man City has scored early in the game. I think that Young Boys is still looking like they could score if they get the opportunity. Very tough for them. Shout out to everybody over there on Facebook. We have 120 people watching over there on Facebook. 130 watching on Facebook. Hit the like on the video. Subscribe to the pic over there on Facebook. Hit the follow button Oh, what a save! What a save! Holland, Holland hasn't been scoring some of these goals this season. He's been getting a lot of chances. He's been getting a lot of chance this season. Throw in here for Man City. I think I think Kyle Walker has been playing very well this season as well. I think Kyle Walker has been playing very well. I think Manchester City's just closing them down very quickly. They're just not getting enough time on the ball. But you can see that Young Boy still has some quality. Don't think they I think they're gonna find it quite difficult to score, but they do have some quality. I don't think this game will be a blowout. Maximum goals for this game, I think, is 3 goals. I don't think this game will be a blowout. I don't think Manchester City is gonna blow out this team. Can't see this be a blowout. Young Boys on the attack here. Get the okay. Well defended there by the Manchester City man. Grealish, Grealish. I think he's probably one of the most fouled players. Maybe because he holds up the ball so much, but he gets fouled a lot. Yeah, Grealish does get fouled a lot. Like the video, everyone over there on Facebook. Just kidding. What is JD says? City trying to get behind them by inviting them up the pitch. Just watch and see 5 goals. I don't think it's gonna be a 5 goal game. If you're a better today, I think you should probably bet for under 4 goals. I can't see 5 goals in this game. I just think that young boys, though they're not very good going forward, it seems like they're very organized defensively. So I don't think they're gonna give up a lot of goals. I don't think they're gonna give up 4 goals in this game. I think they struggle in the attacking third, but other than that, they look quite decent. They look quite solid. They look quite decent. I have to say that. Uh, they will open up 5 goals the coming momentum 4-0. JD 4-0. That's a lot of well, that's a lot of goals in this game. I think that other team is just playing way too tight defensively to give up 4 goals. I don't see them giving City 4 goals. And remember, Holland. He's been missing a lot of goals this season. He hasn't been as prolific as he was last season. Um, and without De Bruyne, I think he's getting less chances. As you can see, without De Bruyne, Man City is attacking a lot more down the flanks. And that's the threat that De Bruyne brings. He gives you that coming down the middle, and plus with Grealish and Foden out wide, it just gives them so much like dimension and different ways how to attack. But I think in a way now, Man City is still a bit one-dimensional in the way they're attacking. They're either attacking through Phil Foden down the right-hand side or Jack Grealish down the left-hand side. I think De Bruyne is a big miss. And I think this is why I don't think that Man City will maybe win the league, win the EPL, because I think teams are going to look at that on tape and say, okay, this is how Pep Guardiola is basically attacking us, because he doesn't really have that midfielder in De Bruyne who basically can come down the center of the park and just open up play. Because all their attacks has come down the right or the left through Grealish or Foden in this game. All their attack has come down the right. One minute of additional time before the halftime break. Oh, this it's 2-0 Man City. Man City has scored again. 2-0 Man City. They have scored again. Hmm. Yeah, JD might be right. I think this it might turn out to be a blowout. It might turn out to be a blowout. I think now we're Man City might end up scoring 5 goals. Yeah, but as I said, see, all the attacks are coming through Phil Foden and Grealish, and they linked up on this play to put Manchester City 2-0 up in this game. The young boys just doesn't seem like they have any answers for those two play. They don't seem that they have any answers for those two players. Those two players are just having their way out there. They don't seem to have an answer for those two guys. Those two guys are don't seem like they have any answers for those two players. So it's 2-0 there before the half. This thing could turn out to be very ugly for. So there you have it, first half. Pep Guardiola's team up 2-0. It's gonna be a long day for this team, bro, or a long night. It's gonna be a very long night for the young boys. It's gonna be a very long day for the young boys. So there you have it at halftime. 2-0. Yeah, Man City is just it's a bit too much to handle for this team at the halftime break. Man City is just too much to handle at halftime. I didn't check the score for the Newcastle game. Let me see what happened in the other games around the Champions League. Uh, I want to see that. I think last time I checked, I know that Newcastle was down. I know Newcastle was down in that game early. Okay, Lazio is up 1-0. Porto is up 1-0 against Antwerp. Antwerp is a Belgium club, right, JD? Um, Inter Milan and PSG are tied at halftime 1-1. Okay, we had Atletico Madrid beating. Oh, they're up 2-0 on Celtic. Celtic got a player sent off, and Leipzig is up 1-0. So a lot of action around the Champions League today. Halftime in most of the game. Most of the games. I think Inter Milan is going to be a quite interesting team as well in the next round. Yes, my club. My club here. Yes, my club here. Let me see who. I think. Yeah, Newcastle lost to Dortmund today, and Barcelona lost. Oh wow, Barcelona lost their game today. They lost against Donetsk today. That was not a good game for Barcelona. So Barcelona has lost today. That's on the. Oh, I didn't expect that. And Dortmund just be Liverpool lost. Liverpool lost as well. Barcelona lost. Yeah, I'm looking at the stats right now. All those big teams lost today. All those big teams lost today. Wow. All those big teams lost today. So there you have it. JT, you hear anything about school games playing here? I haven't heard anything about the school games. The fact that they haven't been showing the games is been a kind of a turn off for me, bro. I don't know how you can have teams in the second round and nobody is showing picking up the games. So schoolboy result as well. Okay, let's see what's happening in the um let's see what's happened in the Manning Cup. If we can get some results. Let's see if we can get some results. Because I don't know how they can't or they're not showing those games. I'm not even seeing Jamaica school. Schoolboy foot. Okay. I think there should be some games today, right? Mona should be playing St. Catherine and Kingston College playing Stats. St. George is playing Hydel. And tomorrow Clarendon College playing Christiana. Okay, Christiana is in the second round. Wow. Christiana is improving. Oh yes, Mona High is up 1-0 on St. Catherine. Mona High is up 1-0 in that game. There we have it there. Mona High is up 1-0 and Tivoli and Jamaica College is 1-1. They're deadlocked at 1-1. Tivoli and Jamaica College are in a deadlock 1-1 and Mona is 1-0 to St. Catherine. Oh wow. I think Craig Butler is gonna be very excited about that. That his team is up 1-0 in that game. Still think that St. Catherine has a lot of quality though. Don't know if they have the quality to come back, but they do have a lot of quality, I have to say. They do have a lot of quality. JD Satellite Dish pick them up. Yeah, man. I'm on the schoolboy. What is it? Schoolboyfootball.com. I think that's where they drop all the latest news. BB Coke. Glenmuir is playing Manchester High tomorrow. Clarendon College versus Christiana tomorrow. Dint Hill versus Cornwall. BB Coke versus Garvey Marseille. Kingston College versus Stats. You can watch a JC game on Sportsmax Plus. Yeah, I think Sportsmax Plus you have to pay for the game. I think you have to pay for the game on Sportsmax Plus, right? don't want to really pay for Sportsmax Plus. My internet weak. Eric said his internet is weak. Yeah, yeah. I just saw that AC Milan and PSG is in a deadlock at 1-1. Barcelona lost today. Wow. Didn't expect Barcelona to lose, but Barcelona has been losing those close games. Even the game the other day that they played against the game that they played against Real Madrid, where at they were up at halftime. They dominated that game, but however, Real Madrid made some changes in the second half and came back and won that game. They made enough changes to win that game. So Barcelona, I know Xavi is playing a pretty nice type of. He's playing a pretty style of football. Still trying to bring back that old school Barcelona style of football, but they're missing. They're missing the goat, Lionel Messi. Without Lionel Messi, I don't think Barcelona is the same Barcelona. Barcelona still things to work on. I think without Lionel Messi, they are not the same Barcelona. You lose a player like Lionel Messi, man. It's not. When you miss a player like Lionel Messi, it gets. Yeah, when you miss a player like Lionel Messi, you're in a lot of trouble. Lionel Messi is he's too much of a quality player. Lionel Messi is too much of a quality player. He's just too much of a he's just too much of a quality opponent player. It's hard to deal with. I'm surprised the Inter Miami didn't win anything this season, but that's just life. But this game here is supposed to be a blowout. I think this game here might be a blowout. I don't see Man City I don't see Man City losing this game. Who do you think is the team that can really compete against Man City in the Champions League this season? JD, let me know. Let me know over there on Facebook. Who is the team that you think could compete against Man City this weekend? The Man City boss has arrived, people. the the Man City boss himself. I think JD, you're probably the most famous Manchester City fan in
No, no.
the entire Jamaican football
Oh
space.
yeah. But not over the world. We have a lot of channels came up through the time like the last 3 years when Manchester City really start getting the credit, you know. But
Yeah.
I've been on the train around from what 09. Yeah,
Mm,
because I saw what they were trying to aim for, and I believe that it was something to change, built off what Arsene Wenger left on, because that's the difference. You know, Arsene Wenger tried to change the football from England, this big wild football,
well,
to
yeah.
much more of a quality, fluid football. You know,
Mm,
and he never had enough money at Arsenal. He had to always be a mixture of development and also purchasing players. City came with something different now. All the players and all the coaches get what they want, like the system you want, the players you want, and go and do your job or you get fired. And I believe that from that point, I saw that these guys had a vision, and if you get Pep Guardiola, is going to be amazing. And when I really started to check it big time is when they were talking on Sky Sports, Gary Neville, about how Silva and Santi Cazorla and those guys can't change the football in England. These small players won't come and do nothing.
Yeah.
These small players literally came and changed football in England. Period. Now you barely buy big players.
Yeah. 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 That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
man. So
you think
you're right.
Manchester you think Man City has what it takes to win the Champions League this season? I think it's gonna be a tough one for them, JD. It's
Um,
just
Gundogan, Mahrez, those are two guys that is hard to replace. You understand?
mhm, mhm.
But who came in? I think Mahrez is definitely better than Doku, but Doku has some skill sets that Mahrez never had. Now, Mahrez and Doku are good skillers, but the speed, the quick transition speed will
Mhm.
will help Doku fit in the Manchester City team faster than what most expect. So that's a replacement, like for like replacement. Gundogan, it's very hard to replace Gundogan, but at this point, John Stones came on the back of last season, started to do well, and
Mhm.
in a new system that they're using, so that kind of help Rodri get some like what would you call it, like some breathing room. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
with Rico Lewis and also them putting in Kovacic and Nunes, I
yeah,
think it's not as bad as what people say. And now you have our brother from Argentina clicking. I think the City team actually got better because Alvarez came in, and then you have Vardial. Vardial will fit in and add to the defensive line. So I think City actually got stronger. But it's just because they are famous faces. So this spell that they're going through is the bonding phase. Once they're done, I think they are in serious problem. Every team is in serious problem. The world is on notice. Jay Taylor, if
yeah,
these guys settled in the next 3 months, because these guys are young players, they're gonna dominate the Premier League. So
yeah.
I look at the two sides. Two sides still.
What about De Bruyne? We can see
The,
JD in the first
mhm.
half. It's Grealish, Foden, right or left. There been a menace, and even in the EPL, there have been attacking teams like that. But they're missing as well that dimension of how De Bruyne opens up the play in the middle, similar to what we saw happen to Arsenal this weekend, where they missed it. They missed Erdogan, and
Yes,
they
yes.
weren't able. You saw that Saka and Martinelli were a bit just a bit they were a bit cold in the game.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, it's not the same for Man City. You still seem
No,
to be
no.
getting traction on both flanks.
Yes, because you have to look at it now. Remember, City has more technical players at a higher level. So even though De Bruyne has the range passing, that is the difference with him. He can go early to Haaland or chip it in early to Haaland, which is a longer range pass, or go down the byline. Bernard half was similar to that as well. So
Mhm.
I don't think he was not. It's 30 minutes 12 minutes in the first game in De Bruyne played, and City still top of the league and top of the
Yeah,
Champions League, and
yeah.
barely had any problems to be honest. Because City has always been a slow starter. To be honest,
Hmm.
you get me? A break coming here. This could be three. Ooh, ah! It starts. It start. It
Okay,
start.
okay, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Let me go.
Let me see here. I think may I forgot start link you on the game predictions them then,
Oh
because
no,
you seem to be getting them you're on fire this week with prediction.
but Taylor, we tell us that we do now watch football here and talk football here. So we're always up and watch the football. So it's not hard to talk it because you're retaining the information at all times. And obviously, I am doing the studies, so I can put two and two things together.
Yeah. You did say this game should hit 4 goals, and now it's starting to
Yes,
look like we're gonna get there.
yeah, the space between 65 and 65, 60 to 75 minutes, the space is going to open up, and City will score more than two more or create five more big chances. So I think they will finish 2 out of it because I expect them to create over 7 big chances. So that's why I said 5, because I was calculating how much I do think. They never started with Rodri, but they had Rico Lewis and Stones to mimic Rodri in one. So I believe that the retention would be a bit slower because you needed two to do one's job, and that is the difference. Yeah, that's why I calculated like that. If Rodri started, I would have said 7.
Oh wow. Rico
Yes, yes.
Lewis. Rico Lewis. He's not really a main every week starter, right?
No, no, no. Rico Lewis is a tiny kid, you know. Rico
Yeah.
Lewis just came in football like last 2.5 years, really, on the scene, and he has won everything in football already. You know,
Yeah.
talented kid, man,
Talent.
talented kid.
He
Right
came
back,
from the
left back,
academy,
left
right?
wing. Yes, yes, yes. He's main young player so far. They said he has Jamaican heritage, you know, but obviously this kid is
Yes.
England's pride and joy, so he ain't coming to Jamaica at all.
No,
You know,
no, no,
that's
no, no. I think looking at players like because and but Southgate. The funny part is he's not Southgate type of player.
yeah, I know, but he's for the future. So
Yeah.
that means remember you have Phil Foden is not Southgate's type of player, but you have
Exactly.
Lewis and Phil Foden. That means the new type of players coming for England is this type of player. You get me?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Saka is the same type of player from England because of the culture changes. Arsenal and Manchester City change the culture, and most of those players are the best players in the land. You get me?
Yeah.
Ooh,
They call, they call him the prediction boss now. Yeah, I because it I think with a more attacking minded manager for England, you have a Rico Lewis, you would have a Phil Foden out there, a Grealish, a Bellingham, a Saka.
to
You would
celebrate.
find a way. Yeah, you would find a way to get all those players on the field, but he seems to want to keep going with the Declan Rice, the Mason Mount, those
Slabhead
kind of
as
guys.
well.
Yeah,
Slabhead. Maguire.
yeah, Maguire, and everybody knows what's going on with Maguire. Maguire is like, you know, he's England's pride and joy.
But England can be a technical team, a very much technical team, because John Stone showcases he has revolutionary technical ability as centre back. You understand me?
Mm,
You have Jude Bellingham's technical ability at its finest. So that's
yeah,
two out of the centre back midfield here or there, and we just talk about the suckers, them the Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Rico Lewis. These are all technical players, and you realize Kyle
one
Walker.
more
Kyle
goal,
Walker
3-0.
made yes, man, yes, 3-0, 3-0. So yeah, man, you're gonna cry, man, because every time I'm telling you about football, you keep on not using what I told you. You
Yeah,
keep on
yeah,
disrespecting me, my footballing knowledge every week. But you're
I
gonna
did
learn.
that.
You're gonna learn to learn.
Yeah, but is this season is when I really start taking in Man City doing a JD because
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't they win everything, so I just didn't want to watch them.
Rico
You
Lewis
know?
cuts inside. Alan breaks and the whip. What a strike! Alan is so strong, man. The man
Yeah,
is so strong, man. Oh my God. The man barely touch it, man. The man barely touch it from 25 yards out, and it's actually top pins. Oh my days. JT, what you say about the boss?
which one of the boss?
Not Alan, because the man barely touched the ball and the ball got top bins.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
He's a what they call him now.
He's a
He's a
freak of
man
nature,
boy.
man.
He's a
Yeah,
man
man. Oh
boy.
my God.
He's because he's what he's in his early what 21.
Yeah, man. He's 20, almost. He should be 22 now. What a strike! Oh my.
He's very young.
What a strike!
He is very young. I think Manchester City has a lot to look forward to going forward from that kid.
Finally, him strike it. This is what we need to see. Alan,
And
him
it's a red
strike the
card.
ball, man.
Red card for young boys. This
Yes,
is gonna
yes.
be a disaster. Now they might end up get 10. It's a red card. It's a red card, guys.
Young boys trying to break out of the press. City cleared it.
Ugh. This is
So
disastrous for young boys.
Haaland turns on his speed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Night for young boys.
Yeah, and he gave up that first penalty as well.
Yeah. He went through the back of him, and he went through the back of him.
Hmm. He gave up that penalty early on, so
I never wanted this to happen. No, you're gonna say my result was down to the red card, which you know it was not, because
no, no, I won't say that. No, I won't say that because now it's gonna be the floodgate is gonna open now.
or is it? You're looking for 6-7 now, because it's pretty much
Yeah,
early, 54 minutes.
6-7. Yeah, I think they will be scoring. I look
Oh
like
damn, man, that's a dirty challenge, man.
yeah, yeah.
What?
And
Why? Why?
somebody said
Why?
6, and somebody says 6 in the comment section early on
Yeah,
as well.
man. Yeah. Um. United asked which team I usually support before. Ajax and Thierry Henry. Because I usually follow Thierry Henry, Arsenal, to Barcelona. Yes, so those are my teams that I know. So you realize that I had a special footballer, but I like a special system at the point. So that's why I gravitated to what City was trying to do from day one. Because from day one, when they brought in Rabino, the Torre,
Wow,
Nasri.
Saint Catherine has scored, guys. Saint
Oh,
Catherine has scored, so it's 1-1, one to Mona, one to Saint Catherine, and Jamaica College has scored another goal, so it's two
so
one on
2-1.
Tivoli.
Oh
Yeah,
God. So
two
what are
one.
you telling me? Big bad Mona not then Mona has to beat stats then to qualify. Ah, God.
Yeah, but Craig Butler said he thinks that his team can win it this year, and I thought
Yes, I know.
he didn't care about the Manning Cup.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, so it's 1-1, guys, in the Mona game. One to Mona, one Saint Catherine,
They
Tivoli.
put the minutes. They put the minutes. They put the minutes
No
because I
minutes.
don't. I don't have my system here, so I can't see it.
Yeah, and I'm trying to click on it, and I'm not getting anything here. Let's see. Yeah, there's no minutes. They're not
Well,
showing any.
it's late. It's late in the game because that was they scored in the second half. Yes, it's late in the game, so around 70, 80 minutes. So damn.
Wow, wow. So people, sorry that me have spam the chat, cause some of you try to get them to follow over. Cause JD, what happened is, you know that Facebook removed the follow button from
Okay,
next to your
okay,
name, because what they do is they don't want people to get a lot of followers to end up becoming monetized on Facebook. So they hide
okay, okay,
the follow button. So people have to go
okay.
back to your profile, leave the game, go back to your profile and follow. So you see how
Okay.
difficult that make it?
Yes. But once you do your content and people find the content interested, I think they will always do so. So and I think you're doing a brilliant job.
Yeah, thank
Um he just gave the update, Eric Sewell. I will do my update tomorrow. I am not rushing anything. Just because I saw Jay Taylor here and he's doing his thing. And obviously I'm
yeah.
watching the match. So and my kid is already upstairs now and she's asleep. So it makes no sense. I just stay in the comments. I just come and just give him a strength.
Yeah, yeah. And you will probably break down all those unknown names in the Jamaica Reggae Boy squad tomorrow.
Yes, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of names there that I have no idea who
A
those
break here
people are.
coming. Haaland progressing the ball to the wide side. Phil Foden overlapping. Working on the top of the D. Oh, what, why?
How do you pronounce this name, JD? Nigga, nigga?
Well, I think that's just a false name. On top of the D. Oh, good save. Huh?
Shout out to Nigga Nigga over there on Facebook, man. He predicts the game end at 5-0.
I think you might be a little bit wrong now. You have Calvin Phillips coming on. I think they're going to remove maybe Rico Lewis because obviously it's getting physical.
Yeah,
Young boys are trying to look at their old boys. Good turn here from Merlin Holland. Good strength. Okay, hold on. Young boys acting like they're grown up. Don't worry yourself, man. If you
yeah.
get City angry, you might get around 17. So just relax yourself. Take a beating, leave. You know.
Yeah.
Remain professional, you know, because at
Is
halftime
this
you're begging. At halftime they're begging jerseys. What kind of
is
professional thing?
is this second? Is this a second? Is this a second leg?
Yes, this is the second leg. They got beaten. They scored early on in the first leg. We had what 30, almost 30 shots on target. 30
Oh my
shots
God!
in total, and around 12 or 13 on target. And they were leading off one break. Yeah. And then after that, it just turned on early Haaland back again. As you know, he has a double again, and I can bet on him getting the hat trick this time. Ooh,
Yeah,
come on, Haaland. So that's 4 goals for Haaland in 4 games now. Back to normal service.
yeah, he's back up and running now because he
Yes,
had a
yes.
slow start to the season.
Yeah, that's true. He had a fast start, but right after that, he never kicked on because of the injury.
I think Phil Foden as well is really picking up his game, JD.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Looking at him in the last EPL game and looking at him now, he looks like his form is also translating
yeah.
between
But remember, he was on a big injury, you know. He was on a big injury, and obviously you had Jack Grealish doing his thing, Mahrez on the back stick doing his thing, and then now he had to come and run competition with Doku, you know.
Mhm.
So it's a lot more added to the team. You have Rico Lewis comes in, and you have the two central midfielders coming, and Bernardo Silva need game time as well. So all of those things are important as well, you know. So I think he has to come in and hit the ground running because everyone fighting for a position.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah,
Oh,
this
wonderful
team
break
is a
here. Feel forward. What a shot.
shot. Yeah, that was a brilliant shot. Where is Nigga said where is Silva, JD?
And Bernardo Silva don't need to play in this game. Remember, City has Tottenham, you know. So this is a game like they wanted to make sure they can just get over the line and then you save Rodri his energy because Rodri played the most games. So you want,
Yeah,
and he's one of the most important player in a big game. So you always want to make that. They're taking off Kyle Walker now, so they're taking
yeah,
off
yeah.
all of the players them to get more game time for fringe players. Phillips barely get game, you know, so that is something. And they subbed out early in Haaland now, which is shocking because I wanted him to get that trick. I can't stand Pep, man. But I think he's gonna bring on he's gonna go fluid now and bring on Alvarez.
Yeah. And you don't want a player like Kyle Walker to go down in a game like this because Kyle Walker is really playing well. He's playing very well
Oh, they brought on Oscar Bob, one of the graduates as well. The
from the
young kid.
academy.
Yeah, Oscar Bob.
Okay.
So they never even went for Alvarez. They don't even believe that they need Alvarez.
Yeah. I think you give me about 2 more months and I'll be back up on all the players again. Because that's another thing, JD. When I was just watching Liverpool, I just abandoned the league, and I was just like Liverpool, Jota, Salah, Mane, like,
Yeah.
you know, Henderson, just on those guys. Then no, I'm like, need to get back to
Yeah, man.
get.
Once you're watching it, I think you're gonna get back up to speed. So no, so at this point, City has no striker, poor pass. But a lot of supports there.
What minute
Um,
are you on? I'm on the 62nd minute.
yes, yeah, man, exactly time.
But JD, is this a thing where Manchester City has so much money to
Mm-hmm.
spend on players where it makes it so much harder for other smaller clubs to compete? Is this a money? Well, it is the money. Man City has the money to get the talent, and then that end up widening the talent gap between the other teams. This might be
Um,
a penalty. Oh, so goal kick. That was close. In the
but
EPL, they send this too far. Go ahead.
you have to look at it different. You know, remember Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis, Phil Foden. All of those guys are actually city grown players,
Mm-hmm,
from kid,
mm-hmm.
from kid stage. So I wouldn't say that it's just all money.
And I think Pep Guardiola has managed the youth players very well. The way he inject them into the team.
Yeah, 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 man. I remember City is pretty much dominating the league, dominating the league overall, like U20s, U17s. They are pretty much the champion every single year. So it's not like just the Premier League. This is just a culture, a football changing in Jamaica, in England, and everybody has to be changing to fit in with their systems and stuff. So it making England of a force. And no, that's why you can have a Newcastle turning over Arsenal and then turning over PSG. Because you have a better style of play now from everyone to combat City, and that's the big difference. So I think it's good for football. People not looking at it on the long run. To say, they're just jumping to say, oh, City comes with a lot of money. No, everyone had to start buying players to compete with them, and they had the luxury to grow players the right way as well. Looks like we're gonna only get five because took off early in Ireland, so others could press up the pitch, and we are having a substitution now for young boys.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think no young boy will just have to try to get some of their younger players out there just to get them some experience because
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
basically over. I
Y-
think JD the Tottenham, looking at what you saw from Tottenham last night, I think Tottenham might test. Not saying they're gonna beat Man City, but I think Tottenham might test Man City a bit in that next game.
I think Tottenham has some problems. No, I think Tottenham has a bigger problem than just Manchester City. At this point, you know why? Because Tottenham has players problem for the next. Tottenham loses players for the next set of matches. Then immediately, all right,
Mm-hmm.
immediately. So and they have players that are injured as well. So their starting 11 drop down to a starting what you would say a starting seven
Mm,
from a starting 11, and they are going to go up against the best team in the world. I think
yes.
that could, if City beats them, it's going to push City even further away, which is 4 points away from them. You get
Yeah.
me? So that push them back down the gap, and they have to go and face other people as well. So I think for they will do well for they will do well and want and wish for the international window to come fast, so we can get Van der Ven and those guys ready back
But
from injury,
yeah,
which I
yeah,
think is going to be long. It's Van der Ven when you pull up like that, you don't come back so early.
yeah, yeah. So the Mona game is still 1-1. JC has won
Yes,
the game versus Tivoli 2-1 in that game, but the Mona game is still going on. It's 1-1 in that game. The scoreline hasn't changed.
yes, and Tivoli went down to 10 players.
Okay,
Both of them
okay.
started the same time. Both of them started the same time. So if you said the Mona game completed, where you get the completion from? Okay,
On
yes, on Facebook.
no schoolboyfootball.com.
Okay, okay. Yes, well, Mona is not far away from, and this would be a terrible result for Mona because now Mona has to play Stats, and if Stats get 3 points, then
Mm,
KC only need to beat Saint Catherine, and then they go through because that's what I had. That's what I actually had on the day.
okay.
Yeah, I had KC and the Stats going through. So if Stats can get 3 points, all sorts of problem on Mona. Because that means Mona cannot pass that. And KC would have been on 4 points going into um KC would have the chance to go on 4 points.
Mm-hmm, hmm.
Yeah, so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Wow. That's why you can't disrespect people and act like you're better than them, because you never may know which monster you have motivated,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. You're right.
My goodness. And you see, if I do a video on it, the family and everybody come out here and curse me out, you know.
Yeah, they
like
say,
like it's me causing the problem, you know, when it's you need to just
or they
to
say
even
you're
up
a
out.
hate. They say that you're a hater.
Yeah man, the entire Jamaica say you're a hater and all sort of stuff, and you don't like the kids them and anything. Not realizing that you have more Jamaican kids as well, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I just think, and really, Craig Butler being such a good um person when it comes on to developing players, I expected Mona to put the ball down on the ground a bit more and play.
You know, so to be honest, I'm gonna say this, and I never said it before. This developing players, you know, is a wide take, you know, because really and truly, where are these players being developed? To be honest, because if you look at Leon Bailey, we keep talking about Leon Bailey. Um, I don't think he developed Leon Bailey to that level. What we're talking about, you know, Leon Bailey went again to on his own, went again and had to play and develop two games, you know. You
Yeah.
get me, and then leave from there. And so the really and truly, you're just a supporting force for the players, then, which I respect. But I think we're putting this developing players into a too much bigger span. You know, that's what I think. I don't know if the fans will agree with me, but this developing players kind of a stretch, to be honest.
So
I
you're
think
saying he finds
yeah,
the players and the players get
yes,
developed in Europe.
fine, yes, because if you bring them, look, Whisper was at Harborview, left from Harborview, came here, he brought them to several locations, then he went to Brookhouse. And Brookhouse is where his father said he got most of the development. So that is telling you that if you check all of these guys' history, that you sold. And even the ones that went to Malta, they got brought to Malta. So you have to give him his credit to distribute the players them. I think the development, I think it's too of a deep thing. I think we are looking at it too much. Like it's a God thing, which I don't think it's the same thing like what Kingston Kingston Academy doing. You can clearly see that these people are trying to develop players because they're bringing in the people them to develop the players them. They are not
Yeah.
going to other clubs to develop the players them. They are developing in Kingston Academy and then come out and do what they're doing. So I think we look at that a way. I'm going to bring it up on my stream one day because I think we don't look at it the right way. He's like a guardian to these people more than anything else. I don't think I think the development is kind of a stretch. I honestly believe so. And I'm not hating, but when I look at it, I don't look at it as in developing the players, then, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's just
yeah.
my take. That's just my take. I could be drastically wrong. Because I know people will burn me out, but they're not listening to what I'm saying. If they listen to what I'm saying, they would have understood where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from. Because I listen to the history of the players, them, and that's what I'm seeing more than anything else. It's more like a passage of person, like you're spending your money and you deserve your money back 100%, but it's not the same level of development as to what I know development is. I go to Rotterdam, see development. I see all the top players in Netherlands developing. I don't see the same. You get me? Because if you have to always go to a different club to be developed, that is not you developing anybody. You understand me?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So maybe he's a good finder of talent.
Yes, yes, and I have to give him his credit. So people are not taking away any credit from him, as in like what he has done for these players to bring them places. No, I'm just saying maybe what we're doing is projecting him to do something that he might can't do. So when you see the other players, them like the um Bernard and those guys that you saw, and their name get big as whispers, they are not the same level of talent. None at all. None at all. You understand me? Because they never got that success that Wispan Bailey got to go overseas and play with other people and actually be developed to that next level. So they are just players that are okay players in Jamaica. But Whisper and Bailey was better players and naturally better players. as well. And obviously, you have to give him credit to bring them to the facilities to make them get that development.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, so
yeah,
Mona game ended 1-1.
yeah, yeah. That game ended
Yeah,
one
man,
one.
Jackie, anything I want to say, motivate them, everything. I will give him credit for all of that, but I just tell Jamaican people to not just jump into the coaching part of developing the players. Them, I don't think that is the accurate statement right there, you know. But
And
all of
what
them
he's trying
working
to do,
hard.
JD,
Hmm.
JD, what he's trying to do with this goalkeeper by basically saying this is the best goalkeeper in Jamaica. You can see it happening again. Unfortunately, this one is not coming off the way he wants it
Yeah,
by selling
mm,
the player. That because I'm looking at the goalkeeper, he's big. He reminds me a lot of JD in White. JD
yeah,
in
yeah,
White from
yeah.
Cavaliers. Remember those big
Yeah.
goalkeepers, not fully in shape, but
Ah,
can make the save.
he's big. He's bigger than JD White, you know. He's bigger than JD White, and that's. But you have to look at that. If he's bigger than everybody on the field,
Mhm,
and he's not standing out to that level. That's
mhm,
why at first I thought that okay, maybe he has not matriculated into what Mr. Butler expected. But and then when I watched him, yes, you can kick the ball long, but if you don't have control over kicking the ball long, oh,
mhm.
that makes sense. You understand me? It's
Yeah,
not because you're bigger than everybody. That means you just stay in a Manning Cup to bully Manning Cup. If you step up to a next level, you're gonna look pretty ordinary. You're going to be under pressure. And then I saw him let concede some clumsy goals as well. So I'm saying, okay, no, this guy need a lot of work. So I think Mr. Butler needs to spend time trying to tell them the truth rather than trying to overhype them because I saw other kids that are actually ahead of these kids. So sometimes you have to be careful how you talk and notice a little bit more because if you have a set of funding that you want to believe in a lot of kids, you might have the next kid over there, but because you just want to oversell your kids, you lose money on those deals as well, G Taylor. So
yeah,
that's why I'm always talking that way, you know, for him to get some game as well too, you know.
yeah. And this kid is gonna have it hard because Jamaica, especially because he can play U20s, right? He can play U20,
Yes, he can.
and Jamaica has three goalkeepers in the youth program: one at Liverpool, one at Manchester City, and one at Arsenal. So I don't know. This is why you see Craig Butler is revving it up now. You know, if you say them fight out in player, in goalkeeper, and well, we have three goalkeepers, three of the top
Mhm.
clubs in the world. Does Pusai make it over any of those three goalkeepers? I don't. I'm not so sure.
I don't think so, but at the end of the day, you know that as they said, the assistant coach run in and with him and stuff, and so maybe some of them will get wrongfully selected again when you have better kids in the country playing. We have to be honest to ourselves, because sometimes I realize it's links run things more than anything in Jamaica. You know, it's not like reality anymore; it's more of the links. So they will always get some falsified selection when you have people that are terrible more better than them. And I just want because remember I went through Manning Cup like that as well, when we were winning, in both club and the Manning Cup, but never got selected because others leader them know people, Wagga them know people. You understand me? And they have more power than our coach and stuff. So those things need to finish in Jamaica at this point. And I still see it going on. That's why I'm always fighting for the kids them that has no name. Because I am looking at football and I have dedication, maybe more than the person that they are hyping up. You
Yeah,
understand me? So I know what I'm looking for because all of these players, when I told people that they're going to turn out to, nobody not believing in them, and all them turn out to a run Jamaica team now. Ethan Pinnock a run Jamaica team, Mikel Antonio a run Jamaica team. You
yeah.
understand me?
Oh my God! You see now? See what Jackie Love TV. I expected this. This is straight out of the Butler's playbook where he uses a player to hold coaches hostage. He did that with Leon Bailey now. So he's saying no,
Um,
if Usai
but,
don't
but
get picked, Whisper and play.
yeah, but J Taylor, the youth couldn't make it because you had our boy, there, which our boy is actually in the main team of no, Pusai not in the main team. So it don't make no sense. That is the problem, J Taylor. It's just the ego of the people. It's like they don't know that you can start from zero. It's like you don't. They just believe that you have only 100% or 0%. They don't know that you have middle grounds. The thing. and that is what he's instilling in these players. So that's why when they fail, they just fail. They can't recover at all
Yeah,
because they only
yeah,
know 100%. And you have to teach human beings to be more measured and more organized. But I think some of these kids are going to figure that out late. You know, and it's going to be sad, man. But he never deserved to make the team. As I've said, not even Whisper deserved to make the under 20 team. I've said that and I stood up with it over and over because all of the other kids, they are doing incredible work. All of them doing incredible work. Lembeki said never made the under 20 team, right? Lembeki says the starting right back in our team. You understand me? And Kira Anderson never made the under 20 team. He's one of the main players that we're talking about to come and save Jamaica. He's 19. He's just 19. So he's still an 18-year-old kid, 1 year older than Whisper. You understand
yeah,
me? So we have to look at the thing that way, man, bossy, man. So just not stop them fool you, man. Them full of too much pride. And it's sickening because these are the things that kill off the youth's career because they don't learn nothing. They learn zero because of these behavior. Oh, if you don't make a team, oh, why you don't go into metrics and look at what the other guy doing and realize the other guy better than him. So let me work on this and let me work on this and let me work on that to make you better or close to this guy. So you become a better player out of the conversation. I have not heard those things from the people. It's only me better than a person and then blackball me. No, nobody in a blackball, brother. I saw your players them playing and the centre back that you hype up barely can pass a ball. It's embarrassing. And then you come out in the stars say you play them better than everybody. Clearly, I am in a foreign country, JTL, and I am watching the games them. And I could have
yeah,
made a video and name out all the teams that are better than your team and tell you your failures them up your team. And then the match played 2 days later, and he came out and said the same thing about his team. So what that tells the JT that if me can watch your team play and tell you the problem of your team, and then 2 days later they play the match and the same thing happen.
yeah,
Some
yeah, yeah.
something
But he
you're
would come out and say something else, JD. Like, listen, we had
no
a
no
phenomenal.
he actually came out and said it was a midfield problem, but he blamed it. Yeah, he obviously blamed it on my one of my midfielders was not there because of cards. So he blamed it on the problem, but him make it seem as if him team need to fix the problem there and him system need to change because I think his system need to change.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
before the man to change him system, JTL the man rather find a next
The
excuse.
next excuse. And remember last season, JD, when I watched his team play last season, I was watching this team thinking now, based on how he speaks, that we're gonna see a team that's composed, the ball on the surface, the ball just a bounce around. I came on the show and I was like, JD like a boom ball, the man them a play. The ball just
Yes,
a
yes,
bounce
yes, yeah.
around
And he got
and
upset. Yeah, I
he
remember,
got
man. He got
very
upset,
upset.
man.
Yeah, he got very upset, and I was like, because I was surprised. And then even Leader said that on your show today that his thing is to kick it long and get everybody behind the ball.
And J Taylor, nothing changes. It's even worse. No, if you go and watch it on YouTube, it's even worse than what you saw the last time. And I actually agree with you. Jockey TV said if you watch him, and he said he's not gonna send. But who cares?
He
Jockey,
said
I
that. I
actually
saw
think
him said
I actually think if his players don't go there, if his players don't go, the team will be better because his players are not all that. I'm very sorry. Every damn one of his players are not all that because Jamaica is improving now, and the players are the other players are actually getting more educated. So you know what will happen by the next 2 years? People will start leave. Is if he doesn't improve his way of dealings and start to go into education, people will start leaving him and go to Kingston Academy and other academies. So he needs to improve himself and stop talking about you're not sending Whisper or whatever. You don't have to send Whisper go down to 20. I mean, I think you can find 10 more wingers that can do it similar to Whisper. You just bring in one of the other guys in, and they can do it. A lot of people can play for Jamaica. So I don't know what is wrong with this brother, man. The man ego is too big, man. And they turn out in the end and say, you're doing it for Jamaica.
yeah, you're not really doing it for Jamaica, man. I don't know who
And
you're
then,
trying to fool with that, man. You're
and
doing it
then when
for yourself, bro.
And then when we talk, people say my bad mind him. But if me I listen to him, I say the other people them does not listening to what this maniac I say. The people them does not listening to what he's saying. You get me? It's mental, man. But I'm so sorry for these kids. I'm so sorry for these kids, man.
Yeah.
Only player I like on Mona is the number 10. Yeah. Theo Mackenzie is the player. I like Kishian Garden. Kishian Garden. I liked him last year, but people said that he has not improved, which he
Yeah.
would have been 1 year bigger. So
Yeah.
yeah, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Even the young kid that he has been saying that this number 20, 10, this kid is the future Jamaica and they want him at Ajax. I looked at the kid and I'm trying to look to see what separates him from his peers, JD. And I'm not seeing it and I'm not being biased. I'm looking to see at the kid what separates this kid from the other talents. He's
If
small.
it was me, Jay Taylor, what I would have done if I'm there and doing this, what he's doing, is look, just admire everybody in Jamaica, the kids them, all of the kids them. You have
Mhm,
the access to get people out. Look at all the players them, and then judge by that. And so, like stats players them, you look at Gooden as a centre back. Gooden is better than every one of his centre back. Gooden is better than his son or his stepson Dante Peralta by
mhm,
600 miles. By 685 miles. You try to get Gooden. You understand me? Then you move on to the next position and you make sure you give everybody their developmental fee.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, they're trying. You get a developmental fee. You give them their developmental fee. You can just run Jamaica that way because you have more capital than everyone. But you start close off other people saying that your players them alone good and everybody playing no good. So nobody now go on do no business with you. You understand me? You have to operate that way because you're in a country where you can just be rich very easy and make more money over and over by just being more transparent and try to open your conversation wider.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
if them not make this JT, like, none of them not for make the under 20. The whole of them for stand at them yard and put the other little kids them on the under 20. And this
His players, JD, is not the standouts in the Manning Cup either.
so that's something I tell you, so that's something me call out a fraud coach. If me see him put on back a bag of them, you gonna know sir because them a friend.
Mm,
Why him a put on them bag of average players, yeah, and have the other people picking in Jamaica not picking them. And I
mm,
can't stand it, brother, because we have football sense.
yeah, and me see a future problem coming with this academy in Jamaica. Okay, you see when the academy gets going in Jamaica, JD, and the JFF now has their pool of players, which is the majority of players that they need. He's gonna start saying no, his players are not getting in, and it's gonna be a problem. You're gonna
Yeah, man.
start. People may predict it right now. Sorry that it's gonna be on a watch along, but when the academy, the JFF academy, starts to work, he's gonna start fighting against that academy. I bet you anything. He's gonna start talking down against it. You know what, Chansey? Because
Kingston
that's what.
Academy, he already started. Kingston Academy signed up with a professional league format that they go year in, year out. In Europe, even in Belgium, they went to PSV, Eindhoven, in
Yeah,
Netherlands. I should have gone to it, but because they told me the wrong time, hence why I never went there. And I heard him and him fans them come out and start talking about he did that and they never produced them two baller and stuff. And I'm listening to the people and I said, just listen to your wording. I don't know what kind of drugs he sells these people, but majority of these conversations don't make any sense. You get me? Because the man them keep on and say, oh, him sell them two baller here. Okay. So what happened to the man who are properly educate 700 ballers to be better human beings?
yeah.
You think the two ballers that you sold is comparative to that really? But
Yeah.
at Jamaica, so people believe them foolishness there.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be a problem, JD. Because this is my prophecy. RR. This is how I see things before it start building up. And JD, because now what's gonna happen with the JFF? The talent is no longer gonna be scattered. With them mafia run around and search for one kid at Westmother. They already are gonna have those kids in the database. with the academy, and those kids will have to get first look. They're in the national academy. He's gonna come now and say him have 16 player in at the back right now. We can beat the whole of them academy player. Dante, come move the DVD. Call call Johnny Q round there, so he's better than you you know better than the number 7 with them have out there. Ronnie, Ronnie, you are 6'7" and you are 13 years old. You know better than that's that's exactly how it's gonna go, JD, because he thinks that his players are the best in the country. Know that the players are gonna be under the tutelage of John Wall and FIFA coaches. Me go see Wayma go say no. So he's gonna have to say no, he's better at developing players than these two individuals.
Well, show me a license. Show me a license.
Yeah.
And show me what you actually do. Don't pull up the stunt bow and a license teach people. No. But one thing you don't want to go on doctor when a license. It's so like funny. All of the Jamaican them will love to take them foolish statements about, oh yeah, I don't really like, if you have the license. No, me never hear a Jamaican say them want to go an uncertified doctor. I have never heard a Jamaican say them go an uncertified doctor. Them always run going to public and them places. So why you want an uncertified football coach? Okay, it makes sense now because we can put a bag of con man in it now. You saw the difference is now? Because it benefits us. But the next one wouldn't benefit us because we'd have a lot of dead bodies. We'd have a lot more dead bodies. So true, so you can't we don't see nobody resurrect from
the moment that brother lose me, JD, is when Paul Hall got the job. And the man said Paul Hall should take 7 of his players and build the team around them and play his style of football. So I was saying, what are they paying Paul Hall to come and do? You see me? If we can even use a local coach to do that, then take 7 of your players, build around them and build a team. And I thought that was when him said that, they say, yo, this person lose me, bro. This person is all about his players. Mr. United sent me a video the other day where I make some pigeon soup with the player. So Mr. United, I see a pigeon soup in my youth. Mr. United, me now go follow the pigeon soup thing with you.
Man. I am not even following up this conversation, as I said. I am not too fond of these people as how they do things because the other day I was talking about education and educating footballers, and I heard people trying to come and convince me that you don't need education for nothing. So you know what? Me glad me leave Jamaica at this point. No disrespect, but it makes me glad where I'm at. Because people tend to test things rather than just set things out of their mouth. Because that is the difference. I think you're gonna always hear this phrase: Jamaica is not a real place because of this behavior. Because I'm not gonna come and tell you say you don't need to know nothing. A ball a throw up in the ear. You need to know the weight of the ball. Because and if you know physics and the law of physics, it might would help you better. You understand me? When I listen to people talk, me don't know what's wrong with my people, but something wrong, seriously wrong with them. Them desperate to try prove a point rather than to listen. So the learning factor is not there at all. Them don't want to learn nothing. That's why them just kill people for no reason. Because you not learn nothing. You not learn nothing. A man go tell me, say, you don't need no education to play football. All right, then, cool. All right, run God on the wing now. Run God on the wing. And I know how much liter blood they have in their body. And what temperature you need to run at them. You get me? Because
you watch on your JD. The shift in JT, see the shift in the Manchester football. When I'm surprised that teams like Cristiano, that's good. Team like Cristiano is still there. Manchester High is still there. We need those teams to get better, to basically lift up that part. But they also need to change their style of football as well down there. I don't know, maybe some better coaching. Homewood suppliers doing good.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. True. RR. True. Yeah, that's true. RR.
That's good. RR. When Mr. United, so when the JFF asked Mr. Butler for his license. He showed them pictures with famous players, footballers.
Typical egotistic maniacs, yeah, man.
And that's
Um, the,
just that show JD where he took off his shirt with Mr. Speed.
mm-hmm,
He got really upset because the story was when Tapa left, was when Tapa got fired and Tapa was about to get fired. He
mm-hmm.
requested from Mr. Speed to get the job. And Mr. Speed told him to send in his resume and his license like the other people who are applying for the job because there was another
Which is fear, which is
yeah.
fear. Which is fear. It's normal reality done. I
And him
don't see
asked
anything in that.
I think him replied to Mr. Speed said Tapa have license. So if you
Yes,
have your license,
Papa have a
JD,
license.
if you have your license and you are a good head coach, just send in your resume and your license. Them not give you
Yeah,
the
because
job. We can talk about it after.
he just doesn't have it, and that's the problem. And they just want to use egotistic things. And these are the people that's as I've said, JT, like when I just met you a couple years ago, and I said to you, the one thing I don't like is
Mm.
a person leave from a foreign country because they can't make it in that foreign country and goes back to Jamaica and exploit people there in the name of they are trying to help people. I saw several people try to do that over and over. You get
Mm.
me? And this is just flat out bullying. He thinks that the people inside the JFF has no knowledge for them to be talking to him. No, Mr. Speed is a million time better coach than I am. A million time more sensible person than you. A million time more rational person than you. And be honest, he looks like he's a million time more educated than him as well too. So I be honest, I would give Mr. Speed and more things because you know what? The first thing him actually want to learn. I see the man come on my program and say, JD, you're here for the longest time being telling me about reaction time and movements and stuff there. Until we sign a coach there, and the first thing him start telling me about placements and spacing and stuff. So the man get to realize, oh, you really have got school for real. So when you're talking in terms, and I tell people, but because he was not learning it at the time, you get me?
Mm.
At least the man have the balls to say never know it. And then them keep on improving. And football in Jamaica improve. Them improve because the man them understand the first stage of a recovery JT in a life is
Mm.
you have to know you have a problem. Or you have to fix a problem when you know.
If you don't know, you have one, and that's it. That's where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people, and Miss JD, I keep saying that on my show. A lot of people, bro, there's this story that they tell themselves, and the story never change. You know,
Yeah.
they're no longer honest with themselves and say, this is the reality of the situation. I might not be perfect, but um, this is what it is. And I never heard that man ever came out and said anything in any way where he was being honest to himself. Like me watching a player like, because Leon Bailey, he performed well in some game, didn't perform in some game. And me see Leon Bailey have all him worst game, and the man come out and say Leon Bailey just had his
Mm-hmm.
best game for Jamaica. I
Like the
cannot
other day, like,
trust.
like the other day, JT, the man said, whisper, run the left back for 80 down near the ground. So him run the left back down near the ground so bad. At halftime, everybody know for my channel say, "I'm the worst player on the field,"
Worst
and him
player.
now come back out. And so test my footballing knowledge now. Him come up and say, I'm run the left back in the ground. And me step on my channel at half time. If him come back out, the coach either him have secret for the coach or something, and him never come back out. So which one are we know football more? Me tend to believe this person know football then.
I'm,
None
I'm
at all.
very
Me tend to don't believe that.
Yeah, I'm very, very confused when it comes down to this. And this is the thing for me. JD, the actually in that Haiti game is
Mhm.
where I said that I don't think Whisper will get a call up again for the first team. He was that
Yes,
bad.
you said that. You said that. So
He
that
was
means it was
that bad,
clear.
JD. Yeah, he got exposed in that game where the speed of the game and the Haitians were so physical. You just saw that he wasn't ready. He needs to play more football. And we're not saying he's not talented. We're just saying that he needs to play more
Just go
football.
and play more football and just stay far from this man. Just make this man do your papers them and whatever and just try go find a Chelsea person, somebody
Mhm.
will play football. Just try go around everybody will play football and go learn something. Cause I I would doubt it if this kid have learned nothing after him done play Manning Cup. I would doubt it what him learn from a play Manning Cup because I have seen 6 to 7 games and I've seen him done nothing different from what he made a do before. So I want him to go with people in respect and out of these people arms and go to Chelsea and then face reality when they say Mudrik, Madueke, Raheem Sterling, Cole Palmer. You understand me? And then Nkunku. And they say Jackson. Jackson is not the proper example because Jackson can't finish to save his dinner. But I'm trying to say when I say 6, 10, 15 different forwards, I realize that half as good as none of them. So you have to start put your brain cell together. Bigger than them. Faster than them. Stronger than them. Skiller than them. You're a more revolutionary player than them. You're nothing more than them. So now is the reality. You go out there and learn what you need to learn. But you could have learned it here, J. Taylor.
Yeah.
Under proper guidance, you could have learned it here. You don't need to go to Chelsea to learn nothing. You could have learned it here with a much more, for instance, Kingston Academy then. I think this kid would have learned more at Kingston Academy because they would start to, they would know the level of the player, talk the truth, tell him the truth, and then start work on those things. You know?
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping the best for this kid, and hopefully he goes there very soon, so he can just start learn something. Because Pochettino is a very good coach. I am telling you, Pochettino is a very good coach. So if he could truly go there and get a game in the real big team, which I don't believe either, because I see what Chelsea trying to do. Chelsea have 50 million people on the injury list, and they still have 50 million stars on the bench, which I don't think he's better than none of them. So it's going to be a tough time. But the reality is the kid just need to learn. He's not this super player what we are trying to make up a story of because you want to go back to the Jamaican mentality again of have to go 100 instead of the space reality. So you're gonna let them the kids confident, J Taylor, with these behavior. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Because when
yeah.
he reaches there and reaches reality and realizes, okay, I need to actually learn something. I need to be educated in something to compete with these guys. And I need to fulfill this stat sheet because it's not me alone. If I stand up over there so on the left and right hand side, may I come off in a 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you see them pick off Leon Bailey in a 5 seconds. Because he never that do. Well, and Leon Bailey a top baller. You understand me?
Yeah.
So who is me for coming to England and go on a field? Me not gonna even reach the field if me can't do the things that me can't do now. So me just hope somebody in the
See,
youth years I tell the
since
truth.
we're at it,
Hmm.
let's dive a little bit. I read an article with the Dujon Whisper situation and Chelsea, and it seems like there's some shift happening in the statement there. I'm reading where it's saying that he will go straight to the first team, and we will decide if he goes out on loan.
And who said that? Who said that?
I think Mr. Butler said that in the Observer, a new article that's out now.
Okay. Well, I don't know. The last article I saw, they said something about he's getting signed to the academy. So and everywhere I saw other academy as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case because everybody else in the team is professional footballers playing 5, 6 years of experience. And to be honest, he's nowhere near these type of level players. We have to be honest because Jamaica team is nowhere near Chelsea. You get me? We have to be honest to ourselves. So we have to face reality, man. Just send these kids out to learn something, man, because I just believe that we keep on avoiding education in Jamaica football talks. And that is the biggest problem. The education that we keep on avoiding. And when you hear this man talk about education, it
Mm,
looks like him only want him and him daughter and him family them educated. And that's the only thing we don't like.
mm,
You get
mm,
me? Me see him talk down from people speaking English, but me like speaky spooky people. And every opportunity I see this man in a meeting, him not talk patois to the people. Him a
that's
speaky
that's
spooky.
because
That is at
JD,
hypocrisy at
he's
its
a part
highest
of the
level.
Dogs Army. He's a part of the he's a what you call he's a major. He's a general in the Donks Army on YouTube. Because the Donks Army on YouTube, what they call us, they say we are educated Donks. So
Hmm.
this is the same psychology they use in Jamaica. People who don't want to educate themselves, they use a psychology to make you feel embarrassed for wanting to educate yourself. So they call us educated donks. That's what they hear what they're calling. Because I know they dropping word from me say some man are educated donks, but I would rather be trying to improve myself and educate myself by just accepting that I'm donks and stay there. So
Facts, facts, facts. Remember,
I mean,
remember, uh,
yeah,
that was the argument that I never dealt with him again. When I heard him saying that he doesn't like people that speak his spoke.
yeah.
And I'm saying, but Jamaica's language is English. And then when I saw him downplaying old whisper sound, downplaying old people sound and stuff on the top of them sound, okay. So then why you try to improve yourself? Whilst every single time I've heard one of these kids that in the limelight sounding literally off. They sound like they are the furthest away from education, but you want to always educate yourself. It seems like you want to exploit people. So I'm not saying you're doing that here, but it just seems that way because if you're trying to limit a man, you're pushing him further from managing himself.
Mm,
And if I love Jamaica, I would want every human being can self function. That means if I've died tomorrow, they can help themselves.
mhm,
So
mhm,
that's what I would try to achieve at all points. And every time this man keep telling me this, him keep doing the difference. Because I know I don't like that statement. People, I was in Jamaica growing up, and this is a thing, common thing in Jamaica's ghetto. When they come and try to speak English to them, they act like you come talk to man say, I'm here, come go like say, we
boy,
are
I come
done.
back so sweet. Like boy, I
But
come back. Yeah.
me expressing in a more formal formal statement to you means you are a dunce. Oh, that even makes sense.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand me?
They
So
want
it's just
to feel
yeah,
embarrassed.
it's sad, people. It's sad, but all I'm gonna tell the people, I'm not gonna lament on this because I know that most of the people in Jamaica, it's a trend thing, so people follow trends. But I can tell you, when you're watching back this video, 10 years down the line, you're gonna realize how right I was. And I don't even think you're gonna wait for 10 years. I think in 2 years you're gonna see exactly what I'm saying to you. You understand me? But people, if you have your kids them, send your kids them around people that actually builds them to repeat the process.
Mhm.
If you think that you can sell a person and that's what you're selling your kids, you are selling your kids if that's what they want. Make your kids them develop to become human beings that can self-sustain and repeat the
People,
process.
JD, also people who's gonna be honest to your to the kids, because I wouldn't want to send my kids uh and people. I wouldn't want to send my kids to a place and people are not honest to them even when they're failing. They tell them that you're doing a great job. I think that's not a good way, that's not a good mode of
It can't be
operating.
a good way, and you have to you have to set boundaries and standards in life. You get me? My little kid, she have her boundaries them and her standard. 8 o'clock come, she has to go to her bed. She can't go on YouTube itself. She have to go on YouTube Kids. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So and these kids seems to grow up much better. So you have to set a boundary and explain to them if they're wrong. You explain to them how they can be right, so they can help themselves. Jack says Whisper is going to be a great, to be great. Him story just start. No, Jack love
We're not
TV.
saying
Please
that
listen to understand, not listen to respond, because I've not said anything like that. I
Mhm.
am trying to explain same thing to you because what the problem is, we tend to speak as Jamaicans only in third person mood. So we're always watching a story. You understand me? But you're not facing reality if you speak like that. Reality is there. A next person want a position. Not because you claim to say you're great. Me and the next person stop play football and say, "Oh, JTL, I want you, man. And you are the great Jamaican. So take my position." Okay, well, go and try it, no? Go and try it. Go and try it. I saw that for myself. I saw that. Yes, the game finished 3-0, Cali, but I think that City took out the players them and start and just wind down the game. To be honest, yes. So and try to avoid injuries. To see themselves off. So yeah, man. But as I said, people, I want the best for Jamaican kids, and I want them to reach the highest heights. Can help themselves, properly help themselves, I think having money and can't read and spell money, you're not reach nowhere in life. You understand me? You're still not reach nowhere in life. I can tell you that. Just having money and can't read and write, it's very sad. I can tell you that. And I have a situation before I leave J Taylor. A
Mm,
person that me, you know, good.
mm,
But the reason why that person hate me is a Jamaican. I saw him in a situation that people exploiting him, and I just said to the man, my brother, stop running to people, man. Be relax. Try learn your situation. Read a book. Improve yourself. Stop
mhm.
make people laugh at you.
Yeah.
Make people laugh with you, but not at you. And you know, from that day, that person hate me for that statement. When me I try give a man an encourage statement. So you see, them people, me know. So when them have kids, if I saw you stay, when your kids come, where them a go be? You understand me? Them not gonna be nothing better. Because you're not setting a foundation for your kids and be better. And we want Jamaica to be better. Look at what I want now, man. A three triple murder in a 1 month, in a my community alone. So,
Yeah.
brother, if you have a bag of hungry people, brother, you're not gonna get nothing different, my people. But me I tell you, if you
Yeah.
can run away from it, some of them people just run away. Me I beg you, no, please, just run away because the world is not like that. At least you can gain some education, in the rest of the world. That's all
I,
I'm going to say.
I have beat you tonight, though, JD, that the game has
Yes,
gone on for.
yes, he got on him.
For the
Ear wells
first
them,
time this week.
ear wells them. Whisper at them, whisper, gonna shame them. Wells, I can tell you, you're one of the embarrassment people. We
What is he
can't
talking about?
actually, and you lack understanding. You have zero communication ability. These are the embarrassment I can't stand. Because if you come here and I said one thing bad about the person just a while ago, you have zero communication ability. Zero. I am motivating the player and giving them reality and giving Jamaica Pitney reality as well as to what's happening in the world today. And see, the first thing come your big ego, and that's how you kill people because when people telling you the truth, you can't see reality. You just go down and want to kill the man them because you don't even understand what the man just out of his mouth, and just want to kill the people them. And that a mash up a country, man.
I
You
think
tell me
we
now,
have JD. I think we have selective hearing as a people. Like
yeah,
you will
me give
be
up,
on a
me
stream,
give up, brother. Sometimes
you
I
will
just
be
want
on
them
a
to know
stream,
Jamaican fit in, brother.
you will be on
Eh?
a stream, and you will articulate something to the best of your knowledge, and you will try to be the most unbiased. Even the situation that happened with me a week ago when I asked a person, "What is the agenda of your source?" The person didn't even realize me not talk about him. Me I said the agenda of the person who your
Brother,
source.
you have said nothing wrong.
Yeah,
You have
them
said
run.
nothing wrong at all in the entire video. You get me?
They run JD on the internet and say me ask man for release him source. I mean, I say, so them people are really dongs bad. I that me
It's sad.
realizing,
It's very sad. I've listened to it well, and I call you out and say make sure it's balanced. So
yeah.
because people can see that I want to hear an argument that you give 100% for the next side and 50% for the next side and 50% here. You said nothing wrong. You're just asking literal questions. But if people can't comprehend the questions that you're asking,
Mm-mm.
them not gonna answer you, and them feel like you disrespect them if them can't understand it. When all them need to do are improve themselves. All
Mm-hmm.
them need to do are improve themselves as an individual, but them fail to want to improve themselves. You know why? Because Jamaica culture spoil people. We love look sympathy as well, J Taylor. Jamaica is a sympathy country where you just act like you want people sorry for you, and then that's it. So them not want to improve themselves because them can just get their hands out them. So them don't want to improve themselves, and it will go longer and longer, and it cause a problem, brother. You say nothing wrong. You try to play a balanced conversation, and that's just it. That's brother. Sometimes I just want to leave this category, brother. It doesn't the hard work that I have to put in just to come and try and educate people. And then I heard some of them when me hear them I try to describe what I'm trying to do. It's embarrassing. And I'm saying I'm trying to give you back the reality. And it's like you guys don't want to hear that. You just want to hear a bag of foolishness and just bag of make up stories and a bag of lies and a bag of drama for no reason. This category was named a Jamaica football category. It started off with 10 minutes videos. The first video came in this category that was a hit. Is me do that video talking about Jamaica being the dark arts of the category.
Mm-hmm.
All along, people the day I put up video, no video never do nothing, nobody never pay nobody nothing. It is because me bring myself here and put actual imagery to the quality as well, and that bring the category to where it is today. I'm gonna ask you because everybody will want to read somewhere had to do something closer to what I was doing because I be a madness people do, brother, and it's a reflection of what the society that we in, man. It's just sad. Me I tell you the truth, it's just sad, man.
Yeah.
No, man. Sometimes I want to just leave, man, because this no worth it, man. It's like the money more we take make people teeth people pitney, and and the more people dead because anything to make them benefit more, and that alone them interested in. So and then they might do the same thing like Mr. Butler. Oh, I love Jamaica. Stop telling
Yeah.
people you love Jamaica when they like nothing more than your pocket, man. Them people don't like no Jamaica, man. We can't stand it because they never sit down and assess one thing. You never sit down watch a game for do nothing. You get me?
Yeah.
Them want to improve themselves, people. You get me?
Yeah. Yeah. I really
Yep.
think that talk.
Sherman Scott, we do some Manchester City game here, and me I enjoy them game more than actual. Me I enjoy them game more than actual Jamaican content. I'm telling you the honest truth. And the more me watch them games, and more me no want to go back. Me I tell you the honest truth. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, thank you, Jaime. It's like me a fight a losing battle. So me no really sometimes me just want to watch them game here. Me did literally them set I watch the game and through me see J Taylor there so I try do something good. Me just say, yo, me could jump on and chop it up and try build a vibes here and look at the game. Me give my perspective, J Taylor does the same. And we just improve, but we have to still touch it because people were actually asking about the Manning Cup games and then if we say 50 of them play the in the team when them couldn't even win a Manning Cup match and other players work hard.
That's
Me have to say something about that. We have to say something about that because that is just flat out bias. You know, so that's where the argument started from. That's where the argument started from. But it's good. It's good, J Taylor. Just I'm glad make you come and give me take. You
yeah.
know.
Yeah. It's frustrating, JD. And when you see, even me quite disappointed even with that comment there from Jackie Love TV. Come on, Jackie Love TV. We sometimes when you talk, this is why me a distance. Me a telling the people, this is why me distance um myself from that whole football thing with. And I do, as Mr. JD, me not talk about no JFF. Make the election happen. Me not have no impact on it. Me can't decide who go win or who go lose. So me
Fact,
not do
fact.
no show up on YouTube. You not see nothing on my channel talk about JFF and fraud and election
And you
and the,
don't, but you don't need to. You have Manning Cup, you have the players them that played, and what you're doing is very good. All you do is implement a few of the Jamaican players them in the games them. So if you're watching English Premier League, you watch
yeah.
West Ham, Aston Villa, and then the people that comes from Jamaica will actually know when you're having the next conversation that you actually watch Leon Bailey, and not when time Leon Bailey score a goal, him are the greatest thing. And then if him score the 5 games, which you never watch the 5 games, him a dog shit. No, you people know you watch it, so you have a proper analysis as to what will happen. You
I
know,
was
the over top drama is just not needed for real. Facts, facts.
which comment Jackie Love TV did I say something? I don't remember. I don't remember.
No, but it was no man. But Jackie Love is just giving from two side. But I think
Okay,
she never picked up what we were saying, you know. But in the end, she figured it out, man. But
yeah,
people, I'm as I said, I'm just putting out 1 and 2 videos a day,
yeah,
and that's it. If JTL are doing a video here, I will just come and do a different video on a different country,
yeah.
on a different team. Me not interested. Me
Yeah, me
sick
have
and
to
tired of it.
expand, JD.
Yeah.
Me have to expand because here what? It's like what we're doing right now, JD, is like Afro beats and dancehall. You have you see the Jamaican space, you have a
Hmm.
whole bunch of people a fight for the same 2,000 views. While Afro beats, them have millions of people and them just go so now. And the people them start support Burna Boy them and Wizkid
Hmm.
them and just take
Yeah.
over dancehall and go
Yeah, man.
past
Yeah, man.
dancehall. So that's what me want to do right now. Me want to grow
You-
past because my JD, I can't buy equipment if you come on YouTube come talk about JFF. That's not a good financial investment. Me buy up
Yeah,
live
yeah, facts.
mixer. If you come sit down in front of my computer for 4 hours, we talk about JFF. I
Facts,
don't
facts,
see any
facts,
growth in that. I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. What am I gonna get better at talking about the JFF? You see me? That's
facts,
why I
facts,
say
facts,
more
facts.
expand my football range. More look on some games in the me even touching we not touch La Liga yet or Syria. None of them league there yet. The
Yeah,
Bundesliga. We not
you
touch them.
you can do the way again. You can do Mr. Greenwood team.
Yeah,
That is a good one.
yeah, Getafe. Yeah, so I will try to do the Manchester United Copenhagen tomorrow. Hopefully that's a way to try to get some Danish people on board as well. So we want to expand, bro. We can't just there. So I do the same thing talking about JFF every day, every day, every day, bro. I don't get a kick out of that. You know what I mean? Um, I don't get a kick out of that. Football is fun. I watch one of the most beautiful games of football yesterday. With
Eh,
Tottenham playing with
it's not the most beautiful. Everybody says it's
was
the most exciting football. But
most
man,
exciting. Yeah, it was the most
but
exciting game of football yesterday.
and you're right. You know, it could be the most beautiful as well. You know why? Because you see a man with 9 man
Mm-hmm.
decide that he's not going to heel to the Chelsea team. So he's going to set up tactically, set the man moving around. So these are the things that is good because you start realize some things, or you can get a team playing better. So yesterday, Tottenham play with 9 players, and I've never seen Jamaica play that with 11 players. So it
Mm-hmm.
tells you the levels of coaching and how good education is because you know the spatial awareness, so you know what's going on. The players them know what their task is because they train towards it.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Good
And we would
good
have missed
game.
that game, JD, if we were on YouTube talking about the JFF.
Yeah, man. You don't know nothing about going in reality, man. You know. Yeah.
You know the funny thing is, the whole Jamaica football thing, bro. It can basically make your downside, towards football, because
Yeah.
you don't
Thank you very
actually
much.
even
No,
understand
you start.
the awareness of
No, you start realize. No, you start realize. No, you start realize. You know. No, you start realize what I was saying from day one. Say, me not in this sitting back go do no Jamaican content. You know why? Like local content. Me
it.
want expand because now me can match who
Yeah.
how close our players are to the better teams them. So now I can match up with them with the way them we're from United States, so we can clearly see what type of talent we truly have. So I don't come and deceive the people them that we have this super talent and Jamaica starting level make it over every other person. When you watch the leagues and with everybody in. So it's always good to educate yourself, man. Facts, man, facts.
Yeah, man, we have to expand, man. And Alan said, JT, why would you ask someone what's the motive of their source? You think that listen, when me asked Leon Bailey at the press conference, I didn't know what he was gonna say to me. That's how I am, bro. I just asked you the tough question. When you ask a person a question, they have a choice how to answer. Sometimes even you get the answer through people not answering. You get the answer through how people answer the question. So there's many ways to find an answer to a question. Issa. So that's why I just ask questions. That's why I
Um
said, go
so
ahead.
so what I would say to Issa now, so Issa, when have we left from actual football information to what that is? Because I don't even know what that really is. I truly don't know what it is. I can't explain what it is. So, what are we running? Are we just running platforms? Are we running a category, category like we're running a football category, trying to bring back people to football and try to expand ourselves in football? No, that's what I would love Issa to answer that because I am confused. I am
Yeah.
confused because none of us are versed in working for JFF or working in none of these administration. So what changes we are going to bring really? Because most of these things, when I'm reading it up, I start to see things different. I realize that um okay, what are we truly doing? How we can impact this? How we can impact this? People can use us to exploit other people because they can impact it. So they can just get into your head and then and they use you as that medium to put out their propaganda as well, Issa. So I think if you can't influence it, it best to stay away from it. Because how you're going to influence it is through someone else influencing you, Issa. So because I can't fully influence something, I
Mm.
rather just avoid it completely, because no, you don't have the handle. Someone has the handle manipulating you and steering you in that department that they want. And you can't prove that they want the best for Jamaica, because maybe you sell the moniker of that you want the best for Jamaica. But once you are not in control of that, I want to think that I don't want to be assigned with those things. That's
Yeah.
my take, Issa.
Because JD, to show you how we are fighting a losing battle in a lot of ways with the JFF. Um, the thing with the beach football, the man them just came out and just give an answer that whether or not you accept it, the answer was so organized. You know what the man them say? The general secretary, what he did was he put out the preliminary short list of the people that they would want to be on the
Oh, okay, okay.
on the program. So what me I go do now? Go do one next investigation, JD. If you see a lie, you not tell man. A lie, you not tell the man did never.
Yeah, if that's your job, you have to go and do that. That's why I asked. That's why I started the question to ask, what is our purpose? Are we journalists going to journalist schools and trying to be journalists to close stories? Are we doing that? Are we are football fans because we tend to ball every single time we're under pressure? Or we're just football fans. So we only want to toe the line to get beneficial treatments and then swing back to what we truly want. It confused me. So what we truly want. I think all of these things have two sides to it. The Gen Z coming out saying something like that, Jay Taylor, could mean two things, meaning he's covering up for some lies. It could
Yeah.
mean that, but why do I care? Why
Here,
do I
I said
care?
I don't
Because I
care
can't
because
influence it.
I can't influence it. That's what I said, JD. It's like me stand up out a door, I fling some big stone pan a window, but the window bulletproof. The window might crack at one point, but me still can't get through the window. You know what I mean?
I actually agree on the point, because if you can't influence it by
Yeah,
me pulling my string as to
strings.
what I have in my brain that I want to happen, I am not going to do it, because if I have to go through a third party, which the third party has his own interests, and I have to do things what they want, I tend to not want to believe that. Because you can't tell me that you're aligned with something and then I have to believe you. You get me? And then wait and see after you win, or after. You understand me? I don't see the benefit of going down those roads. I am here as an analyst, try to look at football games. I've set up
Yeah,
my
yeah,
systems designed to watch 5, 6 football games, get as
yeah,
much statistics, use my computing knowledge to get more programs going, and trying to do something bigger
yeah,
that
yeah.
can really help me in the future. That means I've designed myself to do what I want. So nobody can tell me for the cover of JFF, because
Yeah.
I've never had nothing set up for cover JFF. What JFF need? You just need a camera to go to the head office and the staff, because they're not offer nothing much. You
And
understand me?
you know what I realized as well? I realized the JFF discussion and the beating of the JFF, what it has done is I realized it brought a lot of people into this category, the YouTube space, a lot of fans who are not actual football fans.
Thank you very much. Thank
They
you very
are
much.
here for the beating. They're not
Yes,
really,
yes, yes.
you can't ask, all right, because the people them we are drive the JFF discussion. Look on their
Hmm.
shows. When it's time to talk about football, they have to bring on all 30 people to come talk because they don't know what's going on in football anymore. They cannot discuss football. The people them will beat the JFF the most, they don't them are baffled if you talk about football or break down a game because guess what? They're not in the business of football anymore.
But if you go down that road, same thing will happen to you. And if me go down the road, the same thing will happen to me, because remember, you have only everyone on this earth has the same 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe different clock timing, but it's the same 24 hours. So if you waste your time on that, which I wouldn't class the waste of time, because if your standard is to do that, I can't cost you what your standard is. I have
Mm-hmm.
to understand that yeah, that is what your standard is. But you can't it can't work, because it's the same 24 hours. So if you have to watch two matches take 4 hours, and maybe you just came in from work, or something, so you only have 4 hours. You understand me? So you can't do anything more. So to be honest, you're gonna always build that. And remember, YouTube is an algorithm based thing, people. So YouTube is an algorithm based thing that actually gives you what you give it. So if
Mm.
you give it a JFF you're talking about, people that's aligned with maybe some level of football and or whatever the thing is, they're going to come on your channel, but it's not going to be deep level of football. So if you talk about a player that is playing in the Manning Cup, they tend to not want to interest in that because they were talking about some level of politics, but maybe in football, in politics. So they are not in the same graphic of analytical conversation. So they don't want to hear that. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna space out your subscribers because YouTube want to make sure you don't have fake subscribers. They
Mm.
scattered out the notifications to everyone. They don't, and they have a selective amount of notifications
Yeah,
sent
yeah.
out in each video. So if you're gonna send out a video 250 this time, it's gonna send out to all of your um 10,000. I have 13,000 to all of my 13,000, but it's gonna scatter the away, and that's why I know I cover Nigeria, I cover CONCACAF, and I cover Jamaica. So it's scattered out to three. So the niche is still close to me. So if they
Mm.
send it out to 15 Nigerian person, it will send out to 15 Jamaican person. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
15 Jamaican person will come like it, and then it continues. But I don't just broad brush it way over there, and then you have to cut. You get me? That's how the algorithm works.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
because I
yeah.
know that I don't waste time trying to look politic type of views and sympathetic type of people and them stuff there. I look at the right people that I want. And that's why 80% of my subscribers watch both of my channels.
Mm.
80% every month. You
Wow.
understand me? Because I don't have people all over the place, and that's why my views stay so strong because it's education. And look
Yeah,
at this now. The book that I have here, it's literally YouTube. Because you want to learn about the algorithm, you buy the thing and read it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Read what it is.
I
Educate
respect
yourself
that
on everything. You, know,
because
you re-
you've been telling me a long time now, JD.
educate yourself on everything. You know.
And one thing I let people know on YouTube, I'm gonna be brutally honest. You see, when I came on YouTube, me and JD had a talk, and me I say we actually was like, yo, bro, yo, we can't believe we meet more Jamaicans who are thinking like us. But guess what? At that time, JD got dragged into the same Jamaican quagmire. There was a group of people who came around and just switched the thing to the Jamaican tribalism.
The super chat begging and stuff here. So it kind of damaged. I think that's what damaged the category from that moment. Yeah, because it got to more money, pull up on all of those stuffs and
Yeah, yeah, and it
than
make a lot.
actual content.
Yeah, and we've been through as Mr. JD, we can be real with ourselves. 'Cause we've been through the rocky time there, but at the
Yes,
end of the day, I think we were both men, as men who as fathers as well. And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, me and JD don't agree with everything. Me and JD don't agree with Tyreek Maggie and him agent a
yes,
Belgium.
yes. Because
Nah,
no, because you remember, I'm sure I saw something. But one thing, Issa said, mainstream media talk about the same issues that is talked about on YouTube. They just talk about it days later, in a different way, JD and JT. So I guess mainstream is mixed up.
JD, they
So
don't
it's
talk about it
no,
24/7,
no,
7 days a week.
I think Issa not listening to no words coming out of my mouth. I've never talked about mix up or whatever. I've talked about the difference between a footballing subscriber and also a different set of subscribers, and
JT,
what is the reason and the aim you're doing things for. So I think Issa, you're trying to patch me into what J Taylor saying. J Taylor explaining from his side, and I'm giving from a different side. You get me? Yes. So it was completely different. So I think you need to listen to what I'm saying, Issa, before you judge what I'm saying, because I think you never understood what I was trying to say.
yeah,
Well, I don't want that, then, Issa. Whatever you think, I don't want. I don't want what you think. I
And
don't want that. Yes.
it's I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna lie. That's the most draining thing on doing live streams on Jamaican football. I'm used to being around people who understands me when I speak. I seem like I don't translate very well to my own Jamaican people. Like I will say something and like the people them just take it a whole different way. Like you will say something and the people
Uh,
them just spin it and you
mhm.
say, no, bro, that's actually not the intention behind that. You see me? I said, even JD, when you look at the New York Times, I saw they put out a report on Russia and Ukraine. And they came on CNN and the people, there was a guy on CNN who was
Oh
like,
Lord.
I question whether or not the New York Times has an agenda. And the person was saying the New York Times is owned by this person who is a liberal and this group that's a liberal. Even Protege said it in his song. Remember the news where you watch is owned by somebody else who has an agenda about something. So that's just the nature of life, people. You have to always, bro. I live in a world where even when people are say, me turn Mr. Speed liar, me follow Mr. Speed JD because from them time there, you see me say me have my own way. Me tell the
Yeah,
people them,
yeah, yeah, but JTL, we have to call you out as well. Then, if you're leaving it alone, you just leave it alone. So if you hear the argument big up and
no, that
it
was back
against
then,
you,
you
you
know,
just
JD.
leave
We
it
just
alone.
reflect.
You just leave it alone. You know, but cover it,
But
and
JD,
just leave.
we just reflecting. You notice, me not, I
Yeah,
just
no,
told
no, I know. Me just a tell you, say, I just leave that alone and just
you.
no business and just keep and just do the
No
thing.
man,
You know.
me never business from them. But what I was saying to you, JD, is like my how me live life. I like people like Kanye West. Them, you're not gonna agree with them, but them will go. They go do what they want to do. And I thought that when Mr. Speed came on YouTube, that was a big break in the YouTube space. Mr. Rudolph Speed opened the door on YouTube for the discussion with a lot of other individuals. As soon
Um,
because everybody else was afraid JD to come and speak to the YouTubers. They were
Um,
afraid.
but the first person brought Rudolph Speed on YouTube was actually military, and I post him first on the channel because we are investigating. Listen to where it come from, We are
Mm,
investigating how much money FIFA pays
mm,
Jamaica per every 4 year. And
mm,
me and military were actually trying to look. I am doing my investigation, and I asked him to do this for me, and then he went to go and look for Mr. Speed, and that's how Mr. Speed got here on YouTube. You understand me? It
mhm.
surprised me when me hear other people say they know Mr. Speed from 100 years ago, I mean, I say, but this man never seen him on the YouTube or nothing at all. It was very surprising when me hear and like me want me have amnesia, like me have Alzheimer or something, because everything does a chance just a change around as it goes. Yeah, but that's how it went. So Issa, the only thing I've agreed with so far in JTL's conversation was the other day when he said the guy came on his program and be disrespectful, and he said he never said anything wrong. For me, Issa, I have no, in that context, he was having a conversation and he was calling out the next person, and then he jumped on the next side. And based on what he said, I said I agree with him 100%. I think he never went anywhere wrong. I just believe that the person never understood a word what he was saying,
Yeah, I don't
and
think
that's why he thought that he was being disrespectful.
to
You
him.
understand me? But
Him.
you just never understood what he was saying. If you
Yeah,
pull back the video, Issa, clip it and,
yeah,
and break it down, you realize that JTL has not had not said anything wrong.
yeah,
Maybe if you don't agree with certain questions that he asked, but he never be disrespectful or anything. So the
yeah,
first thing you have to do is meet
yeah.
the man the same place
Let me
and have
and
the
JD, that's why
conversation.
me put up back the video because 'cause the narrative can then run by saying me say something and me hide the video. So me put the video for people there and you can see the translation on the screen. Me I say, bro, if we can question everybody, I can ask you the question of what is the agenda
Facts.
of your source. In not one point in that video, I says, tell the people them who's your source. That's madness. That's not possible. A person will never tell you their source. Uh, a person will never, JD, a person not gonna tell you them source. A person will never tell you them source. And to be honest to you, JD, I never called that man a day in my life and said, tell me who your source is. Because guess what? That was not what excited me on YouTube. What excited me was I got on to go on channels and talk about Jamaica. Me go up there and get some screen time and just to talk Jamaica football.
And
It's
it bring
never
you
my
back.
thing, you know?
And this is a good thing. People, even though I ate a lot of things, about the space, I
Mm,
still had I respect that I could have gotten closer to Jamaica because remember
mm,
we thought this, people. I would have done for YouTube because I was very successful on YouTube before, two
mm,
times before I covered a Jamaican video. So I would have done YouTube, but I would have just live a normal Belgium life. And I think that me conversating with people from where I am, it
mm,
makes me continue to speak English.
mm.
You understand me? Continue to learn patois and improve as it goes because it's not a written language, at least to my knowledge. So I can follow up with my trends in my country,
Yeah.
without actually being there. So it bring me closer to my people as well. Because if I never came here and did this, I would have been a complete different person because where I'm at is a complete different space. So it has it's good and bad. So we should look at it and keep the
Oh
space
my
safe.
God.
We,
JD,
we should keep the
look at this
space safe.
comment. Look at this comment. Boy, oh boy, I tell you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my boy, I tell you this, brother. I'm telling
Yeah,
you
man.
like,
So does yeah. I don't know who is that call me right now. So um, I'm gonna run straight to because
Man,
this
when
is
make
some.
it.
yeah, it's and Umzo. That's what I've realized, and I've accepted that Umzo. What I realize is a lot of people just don't like me already, so they come with that energy, and their mind is partially made up already because they don't like me and they don't respect me. So regardless of what I say, it's the boy Jay Taylor, the boy them a clown, him sell out, him a this, him a that, and so it's like um it's like it's hard for me to basically. I think we're getting a call here, JD. Let's take this
Yeah,
call.
and I wanted to run because I was getting a call, but I will wait on the call. Go
Let's see
ahead,
what.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Issa.
Bless up, bless up. JD, I hear me?
JD is hearing you, but you're not
But
going to
I
hear him.
can't speak back. But I'm here. I'm here.
He
I'm
will
listening.
speak after. He will speak after you.
Okay. What I'm gonna say still is that when it comes down to the reason why some persons choose to do YouTube and even the category that they choose to present, and I mean various people have different skill sets, so they will choose an area where I think it will make sense for them. You understand? Some of them can't analyze games like you, JT and JD. So they have to find some other thing
Yeah,
that would work for them.
I agree.
And even with you, JD, a lot of times you don't report on a lot of the things that may be going on in JFA, but you will support others. I will see you like
Yeah, yeah.
probably in the comment section of somebody else's video when them a report on it, even though you don't report on it on your channel. Probably that is just your way of staying in the know or whatever. Sometimes I even know before, but you're just there. Sometimes you will jump on. So with other peer persons, it's the same thing. Some of them report, do different things on their channel, while on your end, you will not go outside of your niche that you created to go report on other things because it's not important to you. But as I say, at the same
Mhm.
time, you will participate on other person's platform or support them when they do them thing. You understand? So I say it's a lane for everybody on the YouTube space, and people's skill
Hold
set
on, the
are
Issa. Are you guys hearing the caller? Oh, real talk caller. They're hearing it. Continue, Issa.
okay.
There's a real
So
talk.
so as I said, JD, um, everybody's skill set different. You understand? And a lane is created for everybody in this space. You see what I say? So some persons might not have the wits that you have to analyze games as you and JT, but they have other skill sets that they can use for the public and reporting on other stuff. You see what I say? So if a person choose to report on JFF, that's just their lane. You see what I say?
Mm.
That are just their lane, and them have whoever subscribe to them thing where we tune in and give them opinions. Yes, man. I say so. I mean, and me know you have no problem with it because I see you supporting others. Yes, man. I say it's just not your niche where you want to take up and do. I mean, no, you don't have a problem with other persons doing it. You see me? So that's how I'm messing. I go come off and listen. See?
All right.
Fair,
Blessed.
fair. I like the point. I like the angle where Issa went. But what the Issa failed to put in it as well, I don't know if he did it off accident. But you realize that you said um, people drop off in different lanes of football relation because it's a football category. And that's where everyone started. Everyone started off from football, talking about football. Aritam did this, Aritam did that. And what I don't like is I am okay, if you had veer off into being something different. I have no problem with that. I will support it just the same to make you reach where you want to reach. So I am supporting you as an individual. But when it comes on to the category now, Issa, this is where I have the problem. You can't bully people into have to try to say what you want to say and to come with you down a part of not what the category is designed to. And I know you will agree, and that is where I saw it went to. Because it's like if everybody now talk about JFF, means that you're with JFF.
You're
So that is where the problem
exit.
sink. I agreed everything that Issa said here, but that's why we have to start fight back to make football becomes the main point because the people try pretty much take we out of the category of football to
Thank
come
you,
and just
Jade.
talk about
Thank
this
you, Jade.
madness.
Thank
So
you.
that is where I think Issa missed the whole point. I
Point.
support you as a person that you love what you do and want to be the best of that. But you can't tell me that I should stop talking about football now and talk about only the JFF now, and the JFF has nothing to do with football because most of them in there don't even know about football. So and then you put pressure on people and the people them subscribers to say that the people are fake.
Yeah,
So
and
that is a problem now, Issa. So you never look at it from that side. But I love you brought up that point because now I could give you from a different point. And that is what I'm defending more than anything else because I supported other people as well, but as human beings. And before it even reached here, I supported those people. The first stream those people did, I supported their first live stream. Maybe they helped a lot of people, but they don't tell you that I was around when they did their first live stream and help them with their first live stream as well. So I was always supporting these people. I was always supporting them
I
from day
add to
one.
your point, JD. And Issa, let me add to JD point. This is what made me also kind of start to pivot away from the Jamaican space. You see how the YouTube algorithm works? You see, if you have the channels with the most subscriber, shift the discussion from football and it turn into one thing, a lot of the other channels will be forced for them to get their views to follow that. JD is probably one of the only outside channel who can just basically go down his path because he has his thing set up, he has his Discord, he has his fans, and he has his people. You see, for the other YouTube channels who discuss football, when the bigger channels, them where it's 100% JFF, you cannot talk about football anymore because the people them are no longer in that mindset. It's also what them call this now. What you do to the mind, JD, it's like a training of the mind. You're training of the mind to this is where the dopamine is being released, and this is what the people them thirst for. I
Mm-hmm,
I you remember when the Richie Royal thing come out when we come out and say JD, this is the last show we are gonna do on it and we are gonna done it
mm-hmm.
tonight. We are gonna go back to football because that thing was just taking over the space where it became Richie Royal and Dujan Whisper. And that's not what we're here on YouTube for alone. There's so much other things to talk about. So that's why I say people that if the channels we used to talk about football, they don't even mix it up with football anymore. It's 24/7. If it's 24/7 beat the JFF, bro, then the whole category no longer is about football. It means it's about football issues. it now forces everybody. Cause man, I go say something about you over him show. I have to come back, come reply over your show, and your show come back, turn a reply. Then he go back and say something over him channel. A man clips up and say, see a man at this year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then you realize, say, guys, we spent 2 weeks and we mentioned nothing about Jamaica
Yeah.
4-4-2, a tactical, any player on the move, nothing. If we don't in kind of nip things in the butt. That's why I say, you see how news station operate mainstream media, JD, they have a segment on the thing. They talk about JFF, but
And move on.
and move on. Sports Max don't
And if
sit
part
it
two comes, part
every
two comes in a next segment of a
day.
next story. So it's not
Next
the main thing. Yeah. So I get you, man. And you're right. You're right. So as what we said, people, we don't have to lament on this anymore. As I've said, people, we have been along in this space. What it is today, I think it was influenced by money. So if you want the right thing to go the right way, you control your money. All right, because I remember when I was the only channel in the Jamaica space at Super Chat, I saw 50 people group up together complaining about me receiving Super Chat and saying that I pretty much wanted Super Chat to pay my bills them and oh, them will never beg people. And I saw these same people begging people more than anybody today. So I believe that this argument brings more money and more drama. So it will always continue. So that's what I'm saying. If you have to give away money on these platforms, just to buy a boots and send it go to somebody at Jamaica. Just to buy a boots or buy a socks, send it go to anybody in Jamaica and not give nobody nothing. And I can tell you, after that, when people's light bill can't pay off their own, I can tell you people will have to start rearrange and go start read a book and prepare a proper organized conversation to come with you that you can digest. All right, because I think that it's a super chat and the money destroy this category because people start run down the money and not want to complete stories anymore. And that's why I would love for you to go back to 4 years ago. Sorry that I never had my old channel, so you could see where you can match my contents with everybody contents as well. So let me move on, people. If you wanted, as what Issa said, you want to follow something, I have no problem with that. But
Yeah.
be mindful that others can do something, and not because they are not talking about that, they are supporting the JFF. That's all I want people to know. So if I don't talk about the big things in the JFF, that not mean me I support the JFF. Me just don't want to talk about that because me have 20 screens here and me I watch 50 match and me have to watch the players them and I see what the players them actually can do. And then me can use my information to go to school because that's what I like. You
Yeah.
understand me? So oh, people can just take that from this conversation. That is what I want. So you're not gonna hear me really talk about these stories anymore. And now I've realized that if I go in there, listen to the conversation and respond, people would say that I'm supporting them. So you won't see me in nobody can chat talking about any JFF no foolishness,
No, no,
nothing at all. It not gonna
we
happen.
do no JFF thing. And another
No,
thing, I want to say this to any Jamaican youth who out there, and people might have say you're speaky, spokey, or you're educated donks. Look what's happening now with my channel. I'm able to use my ability and learning English and try to educate myself to communicate with the masses. That's the thing, you know. So when you're stuck in your old Jamaican way about, yeah, man, move for yourself every day, man. Yo, turn up your thing, brother. Yeah, man. Brother, people can't understand that everywhere around the world. So you have to become versatile as a person. So may I say this to any young Jamaican out there. Keep doing what you're doing. Even when people try to call you down, say you speak, you spoke, you talk too nice, or you're educated donks. There's no problem with trying to be educated and improve yourself. Don't make people use reverse psychology on you to make you feel guilty about wanting to improve yourself. Because now you see with this channel, I'm communicating with people from all around the world. When you look on Facebook today, I had 150 people over there. I don't know where them people they come from. We around the world. If me did the pioneer so JD, but yo dog, JD, oh, you line a chop. Oh, we look over there, brother. I know that 99% of those people are not Jamaicans over Facebook.
Facts, man. Facts, facts.
99% of those people are not Jamaican over
Yeah,
here.
people tell you that they're coming from everywhere in the world. You don't see it yesterday. It's a
Yes,
reality check you got, you know? It's
there's
a
a
reality check
reality
you
check.
got, you
A
know?
kid jump on the thing from England, and he was understanding me. He's like, oh yeah, he found the channel, and yeah, imagine I was up here just doing that, just talking in a my own dialect. Me can't do that, people. Then I'm gonna pigeonhole myself to just this little area, and that's not YouTube. You know, me always used to hear JD say one thing on YouTube, and it didn't mean a lot to me until you see a man's story can't really mean much to you until you go through it. I always hear JD I say, people, you think me spend up my money buy them equipment if you come and sit down and this and that and that and that. You know how much money me pay for these things? See me have to buy this. People may just realize till me realize until me save up the other day, until I saved up some money and bought a mixer, buy a new microphone, buy headset, buy the card them and them thing there. And me realize that me end up spending about 700 US dollars. When me realize that me spend
Mm-hmm.
7 and me end up broke, me say rotted. That me can't come on YouTube go sit down and talk about JFF every day. How me I gonna make back my money? How me I saw me love JFF, he invest 700 US dollar for count about them. And that now pay me. So that's how Ed, when me always used to hear JD, I say, you think me buy up me thing them and them thing a cost money, you know, people. This cost this, you know, my computer cost this, me you see me, I say, it just strike me now. About 3 weeks ago, that statement just connect with me when I realize say, rotted, me spend up the money and buy them thing. Yeah. Then me can't sit down on YouTube at JFF and I fight over who turn president. Cause any one of them man they turn president, me and you life still go on. We have them becoming president no impact for your life and we no impact for them life. You see me I say? And so me just say, yo, me have to diversify, me have to start stream now some EPL games, some we're gonna do some Bundesliga games, some La Liga game. Me want some people from um around the world now forget to know me. So well, JT, you want to do YouTube and it if it works out, you make a profit as well. So you are investing on yourself. Should we feel bad? I'm not.
I don't think he's saying that. I think he's just saying that he learns certain things and he preferred to go that route in order to have the possibility of feeling good and also earning back his money. That's what I got from his conversation, which I totally agree from because that's what I had said as well. I want to invest the technology in something that can advance me, but advance Jamaican people as well. So the more I learn and I can put that knowledge back to people, it's better. Remember all of these graphics and stuff, remember it came from some ideas, and it improves the space and it improves even other people going to teach other persons in Jamaica. So that's what I thought he meant, Umzo. So it's not to dig so deep in it, big boss.
And JD, this the simple graphics here on the screen. People doesn't even know. You say if you're not motivated, so sit down and do this every day and change it up and get it ready for your stream. If you're
Hmm.
not motivated, you don't even do that. You see,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you understand that, bro. You see,
I'm glad that you're learning. You're learning how tough it is to get certain things done. I'm glad that you're learning, But I just say it, go man. Um I just hope people can figure out and truly give J Taylor his support. If you see the man do a game over here and you know you watch a game, don't make somebody give you advice. Say don't watch his video.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
A lot of
if
people
you know
unsubscribe
football you
to
like.
JD. A lot of people, let me say this to you, the commenters. A lot of people unsubscribe since the whole thing of me being called a clown. A lot of people unsubscribe from my channel, and I have no problem with that. When I started my channel, I said I didn't want too much of those toxic people over here. Anyways, I didn't want people who are weak, who gets who end up make people tell them say, listen, you're not, me and a man, you're not a friend, so me I go stop support him. Cause you can see that's how a lot of Jamaicans roll. You say, oh, you this a man ya, or that man ya this you, we and them on a friend. So a lot of people unsubscribe from my channel, and that's fine because I got back subscribers from random places around the world. And it's only now that I'm taking YouTube much more serious. I said, okay, I don't care about the numbers. I don't care how much stream I get. I just want now to get into the algorithm where my thing is being showed to people in different countries, and you just see some different people popping up on my stream. That's where the discussion is gonna widen. Yesterday, people were telling us about Africa. The simple discussion when I said JD, the capital of Nigeria was
You
Lagos.
said Lagos, yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah,
yeah, and it turned into something that I didn't know about, and we end up checking it out, and it turned out that it was the old capital. You see me? It wasn't the new capital. Okay, Kingston College is leading 1-0.
okay, yeah, man, I'm checking it now. So, me hear them, me hear them, make up with them bag of nice, you know. Yes, I hear that. Yeah, okay. First off, okay, 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 no problem.
And the game is
I,
not anywhere live, right, JD?
no, no. I think them not understand. You know, a draw, you know, a draw and make it a draw in this game, you know, make it worse for Mona because no Stats has to get something out of that game, and Mona is on 2 points, and that would have put KC on 2 points going into the game of St. Catherine, which I think they are going to be the favorites. So if they can win that game and Mona fail to win, it comes out to exactly what I've said. You get me? So a draw for that game would not be bad for Stats either. And I've said, go back on my video. I said, I think 2-1 will be the final score. I think this game is going to be difficult for Stats. That's what I've said. So it is what it is. I am
You
not
could
going to
have
cry.
on the sideline and rant, JD.
So where you get that from? Where you get that from? Oh my God.
Why MG Sport? Why MG Sport?
Them like them foolish to say them like the trouble the man. And then I'm here to get the beat in feet.
On the YouTube space. Yeah, man. You know, as I say, I always said that JD got a lot of people to when we start the channel. That's what I said. And I was around 200 and something subscribers. I think JD come over one night and about 50 people came over. And that really helped the channel to start to kick on from there. So stuff start moving in the right direction.
And remember, JT, like, people can't subscribe to you because of me. People subscribe to you, yeah, because of me. Send them over here. But remember, I told you that if once the people find you, they knew who you were from before, so they determine it, what their decision will be, and then you will determine if you keep those people. Just the same. So it's your quality. Bring it over because I saw you doing a thing. You came on our channel. You were one of the persons that came in the time when everyone was building up. Because most of these people, you know, I saw the one, I one named Parish Council the other day. I talk
Irish
about
Coach, who is this guy?
no. Let me just finish because I don't want to make what you're saying different from me. No, let me make sure you come in my chat, and they were talking the other day, and I don't know if he actually realized that I have several channels of 10,000+ subscribers over 10 years,
Hmm.
and this man coming and tell people say, um, we that try dig up in a theme bass channel. We are try live off in bass channel.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
me I
Same.
said the bass that you're talking, not just me come on the scene when him a do him first live stream and him own. I had more subscriber than his teacher that he talks about his teacher. When I met his teacher before him met him teacher, me have 2 more thousand subscribers than him, his teacher, and was very much successful than his teacher at that time.
Hmm.
So I think that you see the lack of education to approach things from a more balanced perspective and to go and investigate before you say something. So I mean, say, what convince them people with them foolishness? You see, me have 8,000 over here, so we make 21,000 subscribers back in 1 year.
Yeah, that was a
I've
lot.
21,000 subscribers. So what every channel does in this category, I did it in 1 year, and people not realizing that.
Yeah,
So everybody I do them channel for 6, 7 years. My channel got shut down and I've done 21,000, almost 22,000 back in one calendar year. So let that sink in, people, because I've done it 10 times before. And that's why I said education is important. You know why? Because it gives you an opportunity to repeat the feat. When you just make things by mistake, you're mad when you lose it because you can't repeat it. So people always seek education. All right, and that's why I've always been comfortable in my own skin. I am not going to run down nothing because I've seek education at all times, people. All right, yeah, man. Big up
yeah.
Marlon, big up JT. Let me I go run left,
Yeah, man,
because you
yeah,
see you.
man. Yeah. And Marlon, a long time we not see you, brother, but I hope we see
Yeah,
you when the games kick off soon. And JD, my boss I tell me it was my day off. Now my boss I tell me say a
yeah,
Christmas,
man.
so we have to come sort out them Christmas tree there. So I have to be at work tomorrow.
All right, so people take care, support J Taylor, man, in what he's doing, because will meet a few people here. Enough of the man them from Jamaica that want a woman. I saw a billion African woman yesterday. So on might, even though that is a bad principle of not supporting the man, but come and look woman, um, at least you get some incentives. In order to
With the
come
girl
here.
in name Baba Tunde, she did look
Yeah.
nice. Still. Me check her Facebook.
Yes, so spend time and support the thing, but not just come here for local, man. So
No.
people wanna take care, me I gotta get some sleep and stuff. All right, yeah, man. Respect again, JT, for having me. Yeah,
Thank you for coming to man, and thank
uh,
you for the support this week,
yeah,
man. It's
man.
massive. It's been
Big boss, you are the show. We just pass through, come support the show, and yeah, do something where we actually
and,
appreciate.
and today what I realized at work, because when I used to listen to your show on my YouTube, it kills my battery. But I realized when I'm in the Discord, it's a less drain on my battery power. Because that's why we
Okay,
have,
okay.
and I could listen to the show the same. The only difference is in the
You
Discord, you're
can't see
not
the chat.
comment them in the chat.
Yeah.
So it was today I realized, okay, I said, okay, because enough time me I watch the show and me if you go catch me train and them thing, then me I look on the battery power, cause you have to buy your ticket on your phone and
Mm-hmm.
them
Mm-hmm.
thing there.
Yeah.
And by the time you come home, you wrap up, cause you start around 2 and me get home
Yeah,
from
man. 2 and then
4.
we're done. Done in 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, man,
All
just
right, so
touching.
JT la,
All right.
half, yeah, make Marlon touch in from wherever I'm a space him I go next. Later.
All right. Yeah, man. All right, blessing JD. So, guys, probably JD will do some show tomorrow on the squad and stuff. I see that the squad has released. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know a lot of the players. I see that there's a few Cavaliers players in there. Let me just call out the name of the squad that I have. I'm sure JD them will break it down tomorrow. I never pretend like I know some of these local players. We have here Lamont Rochester, John Bell, Kyle Duncan, Tavon Gray, Kevin Lambert, Javian Brown, Romario Williams, Devon Speedy Williams, Tyreek McGee, Dushane Beckford, Jamali Waite, Amal Knight, Trayvon Reed, Deshaun Richards, Demario Phillips, Jamai Topi, Ramon Howell, Shanil Thomas, Shaquille Beck, Bradford, Kyle Ming, and Richard King. So I have to go and take a deeper look into these players like Lamont Rochester. I think he plays at Cavalier. Don't know who John Bell is. Don't know who Kyle Duncan is. I don't know who Trayvon Reed is, and I don't know who Dushan. Oh, it's Dujan. How them spell Dujan like that? Oh, it's Dujan Richards. Them spell Dujan Dushaun. It's Dujuan. So I don't know who spelled Dujan whisper name like that. Cause me they ask me don't know who name Dushan because they spell this Dushan Richards. Dushaun. So that's the squad that I see they have floating around. So I have to look up. I think Shanil Thomas is that kid who's been scoring the goals at Cavaliers. So I will check him out. I think I know who he is already. I know who Ramon Howell is, Jamar Topi, Demario Phillips, Kyle Ming, and Richard King. But I don't know who Trayvon Reed is. And I don't know who. I know who Beckford is. I saw him with Tyreek Magee at Colorado switchback, and I have to check out Kyle Duncan and John Bell and Lamont Rochester. Don't know who these players are. So I think JD them and everybody on the YouTube military them they will probably break down the players tomorrow. Then I will get. I think Leader spoke a lot about these players, but I don't know some of these local guys. I can't come up here and pretend that I that. And this is why I started doing watch along for the other games because more expand again, bro. Me did fall off with my football like the worldwide thing. I want to get back on the worldwide thing with the football. Everybody, until next time, bless up. Have a great Tuesday wherever you are around the world. One love. I'm out.